No, it's just when she was talking, I just happened to be next to it.
All right, I started the recording, so we're gonna start.
Can you send me the link to the game? I don't have that one on my list.
Hold on 1 second.
The shadow over Britannia.
Oh yeah, I'll put it in Telegram. That's.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can someone can copy it to wherever you need to go from Telegram. That's the link right underneath the werewolf. All right, so we're gonna start with you, Alex, and we're gonna do a quick RP with you and Brain, and the two of you can meet up and then start your quest.
Okay.
So you rode really fast, okay, from that rinky-dink little podunk town in the wilderness, straight towards Nottingham, straight south. Basically, you rode your horse almost to death, heading straight there, and you had no encounters. So though I should probably give you one. Actually, you know what? Let's even though you don't have your stats, let's see if you can RP your way out of a possible encounter. I'm going to roll to see if you had one.
Guys, what was my name?
You don't remember your name?
I don't remember your name.
No,
I believe it was Chad.
No, it wasn't Chad. It wasn't Chad.
You sure about that?
So, Alex,
I'm looking for the last name
roll
pages.
Yes, sir.
The percentage of you having an encounter. So give me 1 sec. So you flew as quickly as you could on that horse to go report things to Abbot Hugo, the heresies that you have witnessed.
Hidden secrets.
The hidden secrets. Lost the page here. There it is. Traveling across Albion. So you're on the highway. So let's roll. Okay. You're in luck, sir. You had an encounter.
I had or I did not?
You did. Do you have your stats with you?
Well, I'm driving. Why? Who am I encountering?
Okay, so as you rode at top speed, at one point, you see I love this game. See this dude wearing full armor, but not armor, like chainmail. But he looks haggard and nutty, standing in the middle of the street and waving at you to stop. What do you do? He's armored and he has weapons. He's just waving at you.
All right. Can I ride around him, or there's no way to do it?
Of course you can. You're gonna have to make a dexterity roll to do it without him grabbing you. Instead, he's gonna try and grab you. So go ahead, roll a 1d20. I'll let you add up. Say a +2.
Well, you have to roll for me.
Gotcha. So I'm going to roll. I rolled a 3, which is a +2, which is a 5. So you're not able to swing around him without him grabbing onto your. I mean, you ride around him. You're pretty fast, but he reaches over to try and grab the horse. So and he is able to try and grab the horse. Now I'm going to roll over your armor class to see if he can do it. So +1. Your armor class is at least 13. So he misses. So he does. You do feel his hand coming at you, and for a moment you see like these wild eyes, like madness in his eyes, as you just keep riding. Do you? Are you going to turn around, or are you going to keep going?
I'm gonna turn my horse around about like I would say 15 feet away from him.
Okay. And do what?
Okay, describe him a little bit more.
He's a dude, a man at arms. He's dressed in chainmail. It's kind of old and rusty looking.
Okay.
He's got a scraggly beard and wild looking eyes. They're wide eyes. He looks insane. You ran into some kind of random madman.
Okay. Yes, my son. Why would you be grabbing my horse?
Like he grits his teeth, his eyes go wild. You can see that there's like a foam coming out of his teeth, and he comes running at you with his sword. Roll initiative. So you're gonna roll a 1d6 because you're trying to talk.
You gotta roll again.
I'm gonna roll for you. 2. I'm gonna give you a +1. He has a 4, so he beats you. So he makes his way. He runs up to you. And do you remember how many hit points you had? By any chance? Around where? Alex?
You're killing me. Hold on. Before you adjust. I can't. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna do this quick. Hold on.
Don't worry. Your armor class, you're wearing chainmail, so you're gonna be around 15 or 16. So he rolls.
My armor class is 16.
There you go. You have your stats. Good man. He rolls to hit.
Yeah, I told you because I stopped and I gotta go put in gas.
Running towards you, and he goes to slash at you with a sword. Rolls a 17.
That's a hit.
Okay. Okay. The sword cuts you for 1 damage. Okay. You're on your horse. What do you do? This dude just ran up to you and slapped. He's trying to engage you while you're on your horse. He's not talking. He's just frothing at the mouth.
Your mic is muted, Alex.
Alex, you're muted.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Now we can.
Okay, I said roll for my ability to put my horse on his rear feet and to try to hit him with the hooves.
Okay, so you're gonna have him kicked. You're basically rolling for your. Dude, you keep rolling crap. That's why you should have your own dice. So I rolled a 6. Your horse rears up and kicks out with his hooves, but he gets right underneath it and he tries to stab up at the horse.
Even better. The horse will collapse on him.
He rolled a 13. Hold on, and with a +1. Let me see if your horse is. If your horse can take that. Your horse has an armor class 13. He hit your horse. He does 3 damage to your horse. Your horse has. Okay, it took a significant hit. Your horse has that sword impaled in him, and he pulls it out, and it's bleeding out from underneath him. So you're gonna try and bring the horse down on top of him?
I'm sorry?
You're gonna bring the horse down on top of him?
Yep.
Okay. You roll again, and you roll a crit with 20. So
He's dead.
so let's roll the crit.
No, actually, what I want you to do is, since I rolled the crit, I would like the horse to literally fall on top of him, so he's stuck underneath the horse and he cannot move.
All right. So blunt.
Plus whatever injuries he'll sustain.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me see. Let me use the actual crit table here. This is the fun part.
You're gonna use the animal crit table?
Yeah, I'm using the. Yeah, I guess I could use the animal crit table.
It could be animal or blunt weapon.
Yeah, I was thinking the blunt weapons. Crit is a 1d20, right, Tyler? Or what am I supposed to roll?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. I'm not 100% aware.
So we'll roll a 1d20.
I'm holding a huge ass shield right now.
1d20 plus your charisma. Well, we'll say you have a +1. That's a 10.
Jesus Christ.
So the horse does.
Listen, I don't care so much about damage as much as I want to be able to pin him with my animal.
Yeah, you pin him. So it's the horse does a 1d4 which is 2 plus that normal damage from the horse, which is another 1d4. Another 2, which is 4. This dude has this many hit points. Okay, he's badly hurt. He's pinned under those hooves. So he's gonna try to like inhumanly push his way up. He rolls a 14 with a +1, which is 15, which is higher than the armor class of the horse. I'm gonna roll for your horse and add your +1. No, the horse wins. So the horse basically, to defend itself, rears up again and brings its hooves down again and hits. And does.
I don't want to kill him.
It's a horse. You can't control a horse.
And you hear the crunch of the guy's skull under the hooves of your horse. So he's dead.
You can't just tell a horse to try to not kill something. It's a horse.
So,
That's why I said horse got hurt. I wanted him just to freaking fall on top of him and squish him.
That's not what horses
I don't give a fuck
do,
about
though.
the horse.
So,
Well, the horse gives a fuck about the horse.
So the horse killed the guy.
I was gonna try to find out what the fuck. I wanted to find out what the hell this guy attacked me for.
Dude's dead. His horse
Maybe he's a servant of the demons.
his skull is crushed underneath the horse's hooves. So what do you do?
Well, is there anybody else around?
No. You're out in like the fields of England. So you're on an actual road. He came running out of nowhere.
Oh, that's what I'm asking. I came out of nowhere. Okay. I guess I get off the horse to expect the horse and to take a look at the guy.
Okay, the horse took a hit. So it looks hurt. It probably needs a little rest. But it doesn't look mortal. It doesn't look like you need to put the horse.
Okay. So now I would like to inspect the lunatic that attacked me.
Okay.
But first, before I do anything, I look over him and I make the sign of the cross.
Okay. He's wearing padded jack armor. He looks like just a normal man, but he may be rabid. Like his eyes are like bloodshot red, possessed by a demon. That's how you would see it. The eyes are bloodshot red. He's carrying an old rusty sword and really shitty padded jack armor. And that's about it. That's all he's got on.
Okay. Quick question. My sword, Ignis Dominus.
Yes.
Does it automatically turn onto fire when it's around bad things or no?
No, you have to command it.
Okay, so upon my inspection, what would I suspect? Is this some sort of
on it to turn it to fire.
act of a demon?
Your sword doesn't turn to fire on its own.
Okay, so
Yeah, last I recall,
can I do some sort of a?
literally oil.
Can I do an inspection on this guy to see if he's some sort of a demon possessed? Let me see what shit do I have?
Go ahead, roll an intelligence check. Actually, do a prayer check.
Okay, so intelligence. I have a +1.
Do a prayer.
You can do a prayer check.
Okay, dude, but you gotta roll for me. I'm in a car.
Well, tell me what I'm rolling. How many bonuses?
+1 intelligence check.
No, but prayer
+1
check.
to Theala.
Do you have prayer check written anywhere on your sheet? It's what you roll when you do one of your
No, I don't see
your
it.
cleric abilities.
Alex, you're level 2, right?
I am. Hold on. Yes, I am level 2. Let me see. Prayer
And
check.
your wisdom is +1.
My wisdom is +1. That is correct.
I think if prayer check is level and wisdom, then it's +3.
There you go. 13 for a prayer check. You deduce that he has rabies.
Okay.
Which is a normal disease.
Okay.
The one that leaves you
Let
pretty
me see how much holy water. Yes, I'm very familiar with what rabies is. Let me see. I'm trying to remember how many holy waters I was supposed to have. I had a bunch. Okay, I'll throw a little bit of holy water on my sword, which should ignite it, full of fire.
Okay.
And I slash him so he starts burning.
Okay. So you light the corpse on fire, and it lights.
I light the corpse on fire, and I say a God's prayer over his body.
Okay. So
I kneel on my knees. I look up to the skies, and I say, God, please take this poor soul, forgive him for the sins he has committed. He might have suffered enough. Embrace him into your gentle hands and give him peace.
Okay. So
Amen.
You after he burns to a crisp, do you do anything with the remains? I mean, do you bury them?
I inspect him to see if there's any treasures on him, like any money or any paperwork that might be of something important.
No, just a rusty old sword.
Actually, I probably should have done it before.
And an old piece of armor.
Okay, so then there's nothing. Okay, then I just
Alex,
basically give.
Didn't you use oil to light your thing before?
Yeah, he
I mean,
did,
last I checked, holy water. Yeah, holy water doesn't light on fire, unless it does.
No, he used oil.
He used oil. Okay.
I don't remember because
you have an ability.
on my thing
you have
over
an ability
here,
to power up your sword. What is your? But it doesn't matter.
No, it says one. I have plus 1d8 when lit up with holy water.
Okay. Yeah.
Remember, it's a godly sword, so I get 1d8 when lit up with holy water.
Yeah, but I think you have something from one of your abilities. So you got to roll to do it. But it doesn't matter. You lit him up.
Okay, that's whatever. I burned his ass up.
Yeah, you burned his ass up. That's all.
I burned him up. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna basically let my horse walk. So because he got injured, and I'm gonna start walking down the road.
Okay. All right. So
to give my horse a little bit of a rest.
All right. So that's going to be the end of your encounter for now. Brain, do you have a lot of time tonight? Can you hang around? You and Alex? I think Alex has to go. So
I will hang around, but no, it's okay. I can hang around, but give me about half an hour before I can get back on actually playing.
Okay.
How about you, Brian?
No worries. Yeah, I'm good.
You're good.
Is that okay?
You're good for the whole game?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah, but like I said, let me go run my errand. I will listen in, but I won't be able to talk.
Okay, Alex, just let me know when you're okay to play again.
Is that okay?
Yeah. I haven't decided where I'm going to stick Brain in. He might come in during yours, or he might come into the other group. We'll figure it out as it goes.
Yeah, I actually think I might have to re-roll some stuff here because I can't find anything. I have all the sheets, but it looks like the stuff didn't get saved on it.
Then don't.
I have my name.
Don't worry about it, man.
Stuff.
We'll do it another day. You're going to be strictly RP today. We'll just add a +1 to anything the other do. You're not going to be doing
Perfect. Yeah, I know. I'm sure you remember too, like the main stuff with the class and everything. That I remember, but not the actual stuff.
You're level 0, so you're level 0. You're either +1 or +0 and everything right now. You're not very powerful. So at the end of the game, we'll just reroll your character. Back to the Gypsy caravan. Felix, you there? There's Felix. You're muted.
Yes.
Madeline, Jonathan, unmute unless you. Yeah, we'll just control it. Madeline, you there?
Hello.
Okay. So the last thing you guys saw was your friend and compatriot, the wonderful Cymri, Harry Peter, transform into a huge dog thing right in front of you. It's in front of the fire, and like the entire camp is stunned as they look at him. And on the other side of the camp, you guys see the barbarians that just broke into the camp, also stunned, staring at him, and a few of them start backing away, like a little scared of him. And you guys have about a moment to respond in some way before our hell breaks loose. So, what do you do?
Am I next to a tree by any chance?
I don't know. Are you next to a tree? I don't remember you hanging out, particular with anyone. So yeah, you can say you're next to a tree.
Okay, I'd like to take a branch from it and kind of wave it in front of the werewolf's face from a distance.
Okay, so you grab a branch. What is your intention with the branch?
Fetch.
Okay. So you pull a branch. When you go into initiative, I'll let you try the branch trick. So, Felix, do you do anything? Tyler?
I pretty much pull my sword out and my shield. I pretty much, in horror, I glance over to Lord Wolfenden. I'm like,
I am guessing that is a werewolf.
oh no. So,
Shield wall.
The barbarians. The barbarians are backing away from the werewolf as it's looking around between all of you, and its gaze stops on the branch that's being waved in front of it.
I do. Let's see.
So unless you guys are gonna do something, I'm not gonna roll initiative.
Yes.
I'm just gonna have her attempt to talk to it using the branch. So we'll do an interaction. We'll do an animal handling interaction. So the creature is not agreeable. It is distrustful. So that's a -2 already for you, Madeline.
Joe was Rocky, but look where he is now.
It is not cowardly. It is mean. So that's a -1. And it's also stubborn. So this is John. John is the most stubborn human being on Earth. So that's a -4. So what are your bonuses to animal handling of any kind? A skill for it?
All I have is charisma.
What are your bonuses to charisma?
Wait. Yes, I just have charisma.
What do you have? What are your bonuses? What are your bonuses? What are your bonuses to charisma?
Oh, it's +2.
+2. Okay, so you got +2. So now you only have a -2 now. But I'm gonna keep going. Situational modifiers. This creature hunts humans. That's another -2. So now you got a -4.
But I look like a bush. I don't look like a human.
No. No. It has lived with you, and it is familiar with you. So that's a +1. So now you have a -3. So you guys want me to roll, or you want Madeline to roll?
I got my ducky dice.
Roll 2d6 -3.
There's someone.
Oh man.
2d6 -3.
Wait.
Tell me what you get.
Give me a second. I have to find my D6.
There's always the dice up here.
No. Leave me and my ducky dice alone.
The burb watches you.
Okay, the first one's a 2. Ducky. And the second one was a 5.
That's good. That's a 7. -3, which is 4. Okay. So what do you do with it's got, you have his attention. It's the green glowing eyes that's staring right at you, while everyone around is like captivated by this creature.
May I speak to it, or do I have to do an action?
You can speak to it. We're not in initiative yet. We go into initiative when it attacks.
Okay, so I'm gently moving back and forth with the stick, and I go, "Hello, friend. Please remember, you don't quite want to kill me entirely. I have some good humor that is worth at least half my life. I don't care about the others."
Lifts those 2 big meaty arms up, and it brings them down on the ground in front of it, and you hear the boom, like everyone can feel the fucking strength of this thing slam the ground. And then it turns around and keeps looking, and its eyes stop on its friends, and they narrow, and then it turns around and looks at the Scottish barbarians who are coming into the camp. And as the Scots warily start moving towards you guys and pull their weapons, and you guys have your weapons open, you notice something insane happen. Something leaps from behind the Scot leader, and shoves him down on the ground. Starts, and you can see it. You can barely see it over the fire right in front of you guys. But whatever it is looks just like that werewolf in front of you. And it grabs the Scot leader's head and basically pulls it off his body and throws it across the gypsy camp. Then Felix, that dude sitting next to you, he turns to you at the camp, and you see these fangs appearing out of his lips and fur appearing all along the rest of his body, and he starts to transform into the same exact form that John turned into. Geoffrey, those two girls you're gonna marry, they grow fur, okay? And you see the fur appearing all over their entire body and these huge ears. Every gypsy in the camp transforms into a werewolf in front of you. Okay, so each of you roll.
I feel underdressed.
Your own reaction roll, or you piss yourselves and run. So,
Yeah, no,
You will never be
that's
cold
what
on
Joffrey
the
might do. I think Joffrey might do the same thing
Saving
he did when he countered the fucking wild hunt. Just go under the table and fucking pray.
roll saving throws. Welcome to
I
the
don't
howling.
actually have a high roll for saving throws, so I don't do very well with these saving throws. My character gets spooked very easy.
Is that a D20?
You should have a saving throw thing. Just roll over it.
I failed narrowly, 16, but I'm supposed to roll over 16.
I failed.
But I got a
Of
15.
course, it's digital dice.
What'd you roll, Madeline?
It's
I'm
digital
working
dice,
on it.
man.
What else am I supposed to add to it?
Digital dice or not, my saving throw is insanely high, so I can't.
You don't add anything to it, Madeline. You should have
Mine's
your
not
number
that.
goes-
Mine's
keeps going
not that
down.
high. It's just digital dice always roll low.
I failed.
Okay, so all of
I
you
got a
failed.
6.
So none of you have the capacity to speak at all. You just, all of you, pretty much run toward each other and run as fast as you can out of that camp. So, and as you're running, each of you holding your, never mind, put your weapons away, you run. You do manage to see every one of those barbarians that stand in front of you taken down by a werewolf, ripped apart. Every single one. Whenever you think you may have to fight one, it gets ripped apart by a monster, a giant monster that doesn't attack you. But you will each roll a luck check, which is a charisma check. So each of you roll it. Give me your numbers.
Ouch.
It
What'd you roll?
was nice knowing you,
What'd you roll, Ty?
Lord Wolfenden. So I'm sprint. I rolled an 8.
8.
I'm running
Felix?
right past.
Don't worry, Ty.
What?
Roll a charisma check. This is your luck check.
I don't know. If it's the same as the
Use
saving
your
throw.
dice, man. You don't like this shit.
Huh?
Oh, you rolled a 10.
I
Okay.
hate fucking digital dice. You want me to roll regular
Roll
dice?
your dice. I rolled my
You,
dice. I
you
don't
rolled
use
a
digital
10.
dice
It's
anymore.
better than mine. Trust me. You're better. You're set. You're fine.
You already rolled it, so
I
don't
got
worry
a
about it.
4.
You're still better than...
I rolled a fucking natural 20, bro.
Okay.
Look. See, that's why fucking look.
Should have saved that 20 for later. You already rolled higher than
But
Tyler.
you understand,
What'd you
like,
roll,
see,
Madeline?
that's why I fucking hate digital dice.
Don't use them. I don't use them anymore. It's fine.
They
Madeline, what'd you
fucking
roll?
suck, bro. There's not like random, dude. They'll just, I don't know.
We're
It's
no
fucking-
longer playing digitally. We don't even need Roll20 anymore.
I know. I'm just saying. It's just you see. Tyler never believes me. It's the same. It's the same, right? Right? What did you just see?
The power of bullshit. Don't worry. As I'm running, I'm probably just you're gonna see me disappear in the darkness.
Madeline, what'd you roll?
I got a 4, and I said that earlier.
Okay, so the two of you are running. Madeline, what's your armor class?
We're all running for our lives.
10.
10?
Can I just crouch down and pretend I'm a bush? I still have the ghillie suit on.
You didn't roll low enough. So
Yeah, we're all. None of us are. All of us are completely irrational now.
Okay, as you're running in your irrationality, you see one of the werewolves swipe at you with one claw, but I rolled a 2. So, so you ducked underneath it, which is actually a 7 because they have a +5. You duck underneath it, and you're not slashed by it. And what do? Do you keep running, or do you stay there to see to chat with the werewolf who tried to slash you? Madam.
Well, whenever I do something that my character would actually do, I roll better. I'm gonna talk to the werewolf.
You notice it's one of the gypsy werewolves, one of the old ladies, and she's her fur is black, but she's got like white streaks across it, and she looks at you and like her mouth wide open. Join us. What do you do?
I tell her, that'd be really great if I could, but at the moment I have a specific love interest that would totally not look at me twice if I became a werewolf. So once I get that ring on my finger, I'll come back and like totally join you once he has no chance of running away from me.
Okay. This is not a choice. Okay, roll initiative. Should have kept running. Not you two, Madeline.
This is fucking hilarious. We look back at her. She's talking. It's like,
is that a D20 again?
No, 1d6. Add your dexterity bonuses.
Oh,
for our lives. I'm not rational enough.
Nice.
I'm a man of the Lord, man. I can't fucking cope with this shit.
Okay, I got a 5 and a 2.
No, just 1d6. A 5 is good enough.
Oh,
So
I got a 5.
You go before the werewolf does. It's looming over you in the darkness, and behind it is the fire. So all you see is this massive shape, and it's glowing. This one has yellow eyes, and she looks like she's gonna slash you. Are you gonna continue trying to chat with it, or are you gonna turn and run, or try and fight it?
Yeah.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
But my character's stupid, okay? I have to do what my character would do.
Oh no!
It's funny because I can imagine like how me and Lord Wolfenden we're all like badass. We're ready to deal with this, and then everyone else turns. So we're like, no! all the freaking, all of our pride, all that strength fucking escapes us as we run for.
Do I still have the stick in my hand?
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna shimmy shake my ghillie suit and gently wave the stick in front of her.
Do
and
the
go,
exact same roll.
Please leave me a be.
Do the exact same roll. 2d6 or -3.
Oh, come on.
What'd you roll?
I missed. Oh, there it is. Wait, I found my dice. Okay. I got a 3 and a 4. Man, I'm really getting a lot of 7s tonight.
So it's another 4. So, yeah, she doesn't do what you want her to do. So she slashes at you for +5. What's your armor class?
Okay. 10.
Okay.
I have a 10.
She slashes you across the chest. You're going to take this much damage. 4 damage.
How much?
4. Are you dead?
Ugh. No.
Okay. She gives you a giant grin as you feel your blood come out of your chest. She gives you this huge grin, turns around and bounds off into the night.
I'm gonna throw my stick at her.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Is that a D20?
D20. You got to roll over your saving throw thing. You should have a saving throw thing. Your stats.
I have that. Okay. I got a 15, which is higher than my base saving throw.
Okay. All right. So, okay. So, someone's gonna have to look at that. But you start running, or are you gonna chase the werewolf as it runs back to the camp? You can see beyond it. The camp is madness. It's a fucking nightmare. Those barbarians are being ripped apart.
Well, do I turn into a werewolf?
No. Not yet.
Not yet. You know, I'm gonna go back to the camp. I want to watch the slaughter. The bee's thinking. The bee is going in alternate dimensions and is telling me what to do.
Okay, so you're gonna sneak back to the camp.
I'm gonna cheer on the werewolves. No, I'm gonna just cheer them on.
Okay, Geoffrey, you run by her and you see her turning and walking towards the camp. Are you going to let her, or are you going to grab her and drag her behind you? Because you're not insane. Both you and Lord Wolfenden see her walking back towards the camp.
We're running. We grab her. We fucking drag her through the woods.
Do you struggle, Madeline?
Oh, definitely. Not too hard, like a mediocre struggle.
I do the John Wayne, and I wake her up and
Why did you get your stupid spit on me and now you're slapping me?
That's exactly what we're doing. Yeah,
it's all right. It's a John Wayne slap. It automatically works.
So
it's an auto hit, auto knockout.
Yeah, they knock you out.
Yeah.
Auto knockout on chicks.
Well, I'm not gonna roll.
Yeah, both of us literally just.
You would have to fight her. So.
And I. No, it's the John Wayne knockout. Okay. It's auto hit.
I'm right there. If he misses, then I'm right there, and I'll be like.
And then I put it over my shoulder.
You're gonna let them knock you out.
Madeline, put it over my shoulder.
Kind of annoyed. I don't want to be knocked out. I'm gonna bite them.
So she
bites you, biting your hand that's about to slap you.
You do stun her, but she bites you and fights the whole way. But there's two men. You're not gonna overcome two men.
It's all right. She's insane.
We need to go.
I might be rabid at this point. You're all gonna get rabies.
Well, Wolfenden, stop! Don't talk to her. She's gone mad. We need to go now. I keep running. Whenever Wolfenden slows down, I come back and I help him. Like we literally, whenever one of us gets tired, I fucking grab her.
So you guys, you see a cleric and a nobleman carrying a bush, and that's wriggling around and biting them and fighting, and covered in blood.
Here you
go. So as you try to make your way back to your men, you run into Arthur, and he's like, Lord Wolfenden, sir, follow me. And he leads you into the woods.
Okay.
So, meanwhile, Jonathan.
Geoffrey, help her.
I'll carry the weight.
Allan
Heal
Surgeon.
her. No, don't use a crossbow, please.
Allan Surgeon. You hear a commotion coming from the camp as Janet screams as loud as she fucking can. She's giving birth. What do you do?
You give me something, a stick. Give me a stick, something for her to bite on. I'm asking for one of the men to get me something for her to bite on.
Okay, so you guys put a stick between her teeth, and she bites on it, and she keeps slapping you and scratching you.
And hard.
And she's fighting.
Here's my royal back scratcher.
She's fighting like a wildcat. She's like screaming and fighting, and it doesn't look like it's going to be an easy one. So you got to do your roll. Don't you?
Arthur, you must have the men ready. There's creatures in the woods.
Yeah, no, we're not on you guys. We're this.
I thought I was there. Sorry.
No, you're not.
Nope. We're running for our lives right now. We're currently carrying someone on our back.
No, this is happening as you guys discover that the entire camp is covered in werewolves. So,
okay.
So you'll get to him. I'll say it when you get to him. So you're gonna roll, Jonathan, using your whatever skill you use for this, your surgeon's abilities. Okay, whatever bonuses you have. Roll a 1d20, add your bonuses, and I'll tell you what happens.
I have no bonuses.
You should have bonuses to being a barber. So
yeah, a barber, dumbass. It's your whole entire job.
Yeah,
surgeon.
barbers are the surgeons back in those days.
Yeah,
skill. You came
Allan
with skill.
surgeon.
Oh, I mean like the written bonus.
No, what bonus?
Yes, there is. It's a bonus to surgeon. Just it's +1. Shut up.
You should have a +1 from that. You should have a +1 from your intelligence, and you might have all the skills. What else you got?
Nothing medical. Astrology, court politics, and languages.
Okay, so you got a +2 from your intelligence. So roll.
Am I the only one here who's actually qualified for the class they're in?
Yeah, apparently.
What do you mean? In real life?
Scout.
No, definitely not. I'm not stealthy. No, the cleric is supposed to be, I don't know, no, not the cleric, the Cymri is supposed to be useful in the wilderness or something, but all he does is, like, sell fur or something.
Okay,
he has, like, nothing to beneficial. The stupid surgeon should know some medical stuff, but all he knows is how to read the stars. I don't think knowing if you're a cancer or not is going to be helpful in this case.
So, Jonathan, what'd you roll?
What do I roll? A 1d6?
No, 1d20 for +2.
1d20. Okay.
Don't fuck it up, man. Don't fuck it up, man. Oh man.
We believe in you.
Okay,
that's barely fucking passable.
It's difficult. It's a hard one, okay? But it happens pretty quick. And you are able to deliver a healthy, very elven-looking baby boy with blue eyes and long blonde hair. And you give him to his mother, and as she holds him and hugs him, she shudders one time, and then her eyes open, and they gloss over, and she dies. And you did not fix the curse, Ty. But holding the baby in. So, what do you do, Allan? All the soldiers.
I tried to wrap the baby well, and I told the men at arms need to get out of here, at least for this child's sake. And I haven't a clue of what the crap's happening in that camp.
You start to hear the howls, multiple howls coming from the camp, and you can see. You can see figures.
The bushes run.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You can see figures in the fire beyond you, because you can see like the flame of the lights of the. You can see like things jumping around, like demonic looking things jumping around, and then one of the
stands there for like a second, watching like the lights and the shadows.
So what are the men
as I said, I do not know what the hell's going on at that camp.
He's like, sir, Lord Magister, and he puts one of the men at arms pats you on the shoulder, and he's like, look behind you in the woods.
I stare at where he's directing me to see. What do I see?
You see like a glow. What looks like a little white light, like a will-o-wisp, coming out of the woods. And it very quickly takes the form of somebody wearing a magnificent golden armor filled with etchings, which you immediately recognize as elven because you've already seen elven knights. He has long blonde hair, and he's now carrying a completely different looking blade, but you recognize him. It's Tamlin, the elf. But now he's in full plate armor. He looks like one of the Wild Hunt, but except his armor is gold and white. And he walks up to you, and he's like, Magister, it is good to see you. Give me my son before those clerics return.
I give him his son.
He picks up his boy, and then he puts his hand on Janet's face, closes her eyes, and then says something in Fey to her, and then disappears into the woods with the baby. So the men-at-arms are like, I don't know what's stranger. That...
Each and every one of you, a word of this. Not a word.
We have to say something to our lord.
Oh, I will inform him myself, but not a word to the cleric at least.
Yes, sir.
And if he asks, see, child died in stillbirth.
Okay, they all cross themselves, and and then look into the woods where a very haggard looking Lord Wolfenden stumbles out of the woods holding a bush, and that seems to be fighting him. And right behind him is Geoffrey.
Geoffrey,
also looking very haggard. I checked the
murderous.
pronunciation. It's Geoffrey. Holding
Geoffrey murderous.
yeah, holding his blade out and looking like they've seen the devil. So, what do you guys do? Well, talk. Go ahead, RP.
This camp is moving.
So,
Immediately,
Arthur is gather the camp in minutes and on your horses. And he starts.
Everybody needs to carry a torch. Get Janet ready and put her on her horse.
Sir. That's my lord. She has died while trying to give birth. Child
No!
did not make.
did not
Madeline,
make
you're
it.
awake. You can respond also.
Oh.
And you're on the.
Oh no, that's so bad. Where's the baby?
Died in stillbirth.
No, I blessed. I used God's powers.
I'm getting a call from my site, so I'm gonna answer.
I'm getting a call from my site too, and I see bullshit.
Okay, so I'll pause you guys. Alex, are you back? Can you play? No. All right, so no. Actually, let's take a 5-minute to go to the bathroom, shit like that, and then come back. All right, so so we're picking up where we left off. So you guys are all together. So what do you do?
To make sure to have Excalibur still sheathed on my horse.
Yes. So you guys are gonna get on your horses and bolt. You gonna say anything to each other before you do?
She's
Where's
dead?
Rocky? Where's
Rocky's right there.
Rocky?
He's with you.
He had died.
Stillborn child? And we're gonna leave her here unburied?
I buried
No,
the child.
we're taking them with us. We will bury them. We're taking them. Put her on her horse. Pick up the body. We put her on her horse.
Yeah, the men-at-arms do exactly that. They secure her to the horse. They know that there's no baby, so they're just securing her. They secure like a little pouch there to hide it from you guys for now until the Magister can tell you what really happened. And everybody gets on their horses. Everyone's ready. What do you guys do?
Wait, we're missing the Cymri.
Are you serious?
The Cymri's a werewolf. he's in that camp.
Yeah, but like he's part of our group.
No. He is with the devil now, and we will leave him with the devil. Lord Wolfenden, what do you wish us to do?
What did the Cymri do?
The Cymri's he's a werewolf. The werewolf that he wanted to spout off about every 3 minutes.
We will talk about it later. We need to go now. The camp was closed for 2 hours, so we must go now.
Yeah, you can hear the howling, and it's getting closer.
So we grab some torches and we'll roll out.
Okay, so you guys start riding, and you're heading towards Lancaster, I imagine.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going as fast as you can towards Lancaster.
Yes.
At one point, when you ride by the camp, the closest to the camp that you're going to get, you see one of the werewolves, the large brown one that you think might be the Cymri, run across the field, the road right in front of you, and disappear into the woods. And then as you ride by the camp, you see 4 of the larger werewolves standing at the edge of the camp, basically just standing there looking at you as you guys ride by them. They don't do anything. They're just looking at you.
I wave. I want to wave at them, please.
Madeline waves, and she realizes that one of them is the silver, the one that has partly silver, the female one that slashed you, and she gives you a big toothy grin as you wave at her, and then you guys keep riding until that light behind you just disappears, and the light of Lancaster gets closer. So, how many hours do you ride before you guys stop to camp again?
So it starts to become almost dangerous for the horses.
Okay, so sometime around 4 a.m, you guys stop.
Yeah, none of us are really sleepy anymore.
So you guys stop. Sometime around 4 a.m, you guys stop, and
the horses are sweating and shit. Like,
and you start riding.
Oh yeah.
And you start. I think
it's starting to become dangerous.
Alex, are you back? No. Okay. So what do you guys do while you're at the camp? When you make camp?
I noticed that
you make it off the side of the road, not on the road, I would imagine.
Yeah. I go over to the wounded Francis, and I come over to heal her. It's like, Francis, it's okay. Not worry. Madness affects us all in different ways.
Will she make it?
Oh, Francis will be fine. She was merely cut. Superficial.
Maybe we should have...
I go to heal her.
Okay, so roll to heal.
I rolled a 15.
That's enough, right? So go ahead, roll you got to roll to heal. I think it's 1d6 or something. I'll look at it.
I'm unaware. I gotta grab the rule book.
Don't worry. Yeah. If you gotta grab the rule book, don't. I'll do it. I like doing it.
Well, I've grabbed it at this point already.
So you're doing lay on hands, right?
Yes.
They already did that when they slapped me.
1d6 +1.
Yep.
1d6 +1.
As I'm healing her, I speak with Francis.
Roll a 1d6.
There's no shame. Me? Okay. Okay, it's 6. The Lord likes you.
Madeline, I think you took 4 hit points, so you're fully healed.
Can I have extra XP now?
No.
That is sad.
Don't allow this to affect your mind, Francis.
As he puts his hand on you, Madeline, you see the wound actually completely close up. You don't even feel the sting of it anymore.
Ooh, I poke it.
It's just very pink skin right now.
Francis, madness affects us all in different ways. There's no shame in what you did.
Those were not very nice dog people.
They were werewolves. And
mythical beasts.
A child has died tonight.
Those
While we were
creatures of
celebrating.
darkness. That's Arthur. That Cymri. Cymri was never a good man.
Oh, no, he was not.
I tried to go near Wolfenden.
I did not tell you, Lord Wolfenden, sir. My lord. But the horses were scared of him.
Yes. He was a poor stable boy, too.
Rocky is right next to you, Madeline.
He has some redeeming qualities.
Rocky's right next to you, Madeline. He's whining as he looks back in the direction where he came from, the camp.
I give him a hug and a smooch on the forehead.
He stops partly, but he's still very tense as you hug him.
I think we have learned quite the lesson today. The Lord has provided. As dark and grim as it is.
I think we should bury. We go to like as nice area as possible, and we, nearby, and we bury Janet.
Wait a second, didn't they burn a lot of, the victims during the plague? I know she doesn't have the plague, but wasn't a lot of the bodies just burned?
Yeah, but you guys are good Christians. You're not going to do that. Unless
We're
you want
not
to.
going to burn him.
Joseph is the one that's burning corpses.
If I recall correctly, we're a day's ride from Lancaster. I believe that we should wrap her up
You
and
will
give
reach
her.
Lancaster by noon.
By noon?
If you rest now a few hours, and you get
We
up
will
like
bring
around
her
8,
there,
you'll
and
get
I
around
will.
noon.
We'll give her, yeah, then we'll keep her.
I'll make the church aware of her social status, and she will be given a proper Christian burial. But this was a lesson to them. On a grand quest such as this, we can not celebrate or hesitate. Because we stepped away, because we hesitated, because we waited, we did all these different things. She died.
It had nothing to do with us, Geoffrey. If we were there or not, she would have died.
Maybe if we were fast.
The only one who had any real skill of doctoring was, other than the Magister, is you. And I'm pretty sure he did everything in his power.
Yes, but had he the proper tools or a specialist?
We were nowhere near Lancaster. Not near enough. All we could do is honor the dead.
I agree. But I think we must take extra care in our quest with our task.
I think you need to throw a couple extra prayers. I saw you with those women.
I had no interest in the women. I did not
Your
want to see
nose. Yes, I would say that too also. It's okay, Geoffrey. We're men. It's understandable.
We may be men, but I must be held to a higher standard as a man of God. I will pray on this.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
I spent the rest of the night in deep mass prayer.
Magister, as you're going through your robes, Magister Surgeon, before Felix goes to talk to you, you realize that you find something in one of your pockets that wasn't there before you ran into Tamlin again. Feel something metal.
What exactly is it?
You pull it out?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a ring. It's a ring,
ring.
A golden ring. And you sense already, you see the runes on it, elven runes on it, that Tamlin left you with another gift. You're going to have to study it to find out what it does.
Order Wolfenden.
Yes, Magister.
I need to speak to you privately.
Of course.
And return, if I may ask, full detail of what happened at that camp.
Okay. We'll step away. Arthur, just keep everyone busy, please.
Of course. He sets a watch, and he watches. He basically tells everyone to sleep while he stands watch. What do you guys do?
Yes.
I must tell you a truth that you must not tell the cleric.
Understood.
Lady, while she did die, the child survived.
Did? Where is the child?
His father came.
The elf?
Yes.
And where is he? We did not see him.
I had already left with the child when you had come. Reason why the cleric must not know is for two reasons fold. One, the cleric will never trust anything outside what is considered otherworldly. And two, he would try to hunt that elf and his son for the rest of his days.
Look, I understand. And they tend to be a little too much at times. But then you throw some titties and ass and they go crazy. They say that they're doing it.
It was actually the food that made me very.
Then they say God wills it.
God wills it.
So I understand.
He almost got into a threesome with dogs. That was amazing.
I know. So
So what exactly happened at that camp?
Well, first the Cymri turns into this walking wolf. Huge. I mean, what was he, like 6 feet?
7 feet.
So it's like 7 feet tall. And then, as we're preparing to possibly fight him, the whole camp turned into walking beasts, walking wolves.
Are you listening,
start tearing
John?
things apart. And they started tearing everything apart. And
how did you escape?
to my everlasting shame, I ran as fast as I could. And
There's
so did
no
I.
shame in that.
So the cleric.
There is no shame in that.
Yes.
It is what you just told me could be described as an impossible scenario.
Oh, it was scary. I don't remember much other than plants and trees and stuff passing by. But then, as we were trying to get to our camp, I found the cleric, and then we started running together.
If I remember correctly, there were raiders heading towards your location. What happened to them?
I don't know. I didn't stay and look. I ran, and then we saw Francis.
You did see them get ripped to pieces. Some of them.
I just saw gore and parts, and I think I have one of the raiders hanging off my belt a little bit. It's an intestine. And we saw Francis, and she was injured. I think she tried to fight one of them, and we picked her up and we ran. And then she tried to bite us. And
Did bite you?
I don't bite you.
Well, she bit my armor and my leather. She didn't do much, but she was just acting so weird. So my father told me.
I'll remind you that this is Francis.
Jonathan, you can, when you get to Lancaster, it's a big city, you can go consult a Magister's tower in there and read up on werewolves if you want. Also that ring. So within 24 hours, you'll know most of the rules of werewolves. So.
And my father taught me, when they get out of hand, and I did do that.
Sean Connery told
me.
me.
France, yes, Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
And she passed out for a second, and we were able to grab her and carry her all the way to camp. And I think it worked because she's acting normal again.
Alrighty then.
So
it is quite a scary thing. First, these raiders that seem to have followed us.
I felt bad for the raiders.
Caravan of gypsies that turned out to be werewolves.
Magister, the raiders are not following anything, and ever again they're dead. They're all to the last one. I doubt any of them made it. I think the only reason we survived was because there are many of them, and they chewed through them first.
That's most likely the case.
That's why I wish to put as much distance between us and them as possible.
Yes.
Even if we would have killed.
Also probably have someone informed about those gypsies. I'll talk to the right people, and I'm sure Geoffrey will also talk to his patriots of the church.
He needs to
look into the matter.
Well, we're only going to rest here long enough to give the horses some time because I didn't want to kill them. And we're going to continue moving into Lancaster.
Yes.
I don't think I'm going to be sleeping for the next couple of days.
And here I thought I was envious of you people enjoying a feast.
Oh. I went there.
It was perhaps a good thing I stayed, considering child.
It is. it's a good thing that you kept the child secret. Just don't say anything to anybody else. And
3 of your men at arms were witness of it, but I've told them not to say a word.
they will not speak of it.
The only one that does not know of this would be your friend Arthur, I believe. Man at arms that is in charge.
Arthur can be trusted.
Very well.
I will inform Arthur, and he will keep an eye on the other men of arms. They will not speak, but I will always have him keep an eye on them anyway. So
thank you for the understanding.
No, thank you, Magister, for everything you've done.
All right, so you guys are going to turn in for the night?
Yeah, I go tell Arthur what happened, and just to keep it to himself, and to keep an eye on the 3 that were with the Magister.
He goes and talks to one of the soldiers. The soldier nods, goes into the woods. A little while later, comes back with a dead rabbit, and puts it into the little bag. So there's something in the little sack, so it looks like the baby's in there. It covers it up.
Yeah.
And,
before the night ends, I pretty much I prayed for an hour, and then I go see the Magister.
Okay. You find the Magister after he returns with Lord Wolfenden. Are you going to talk to him by yourself, or are you going to include Lord Wolfenden?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty much by myself, yeah.
Okay, so you two...
Are you sure that was enough, Geoffrey?
I'm sorry?
It's a joke, Geoffrey. I was trying to say, are you sure that an hour was enough? You know?
After this night.
Oh. No, I don't intend to cease praying, so...
You don't have to worry about it.
John, speak Geoffrey, up when you're there. Alex, you too. I need to bring Brain in at some point.
With the Magister.
John needs to see the bee.
But the child died tonight, Lord Wolfenden. It's not something I will forget. If you will excuse me.
They will get a proper burial.
I will assure it.
I will pay for it.
John, she's showing you the bee. There's Behat's bee. She made it.
Behat's still around?
It took me forever.
In my campaign, he is still alive, not Behat.
You made that?
Yeah, he has little stubby legs.
Yep.
And a stinger, and really tiny wings.
Nice.
Yes. She made the bee. It's awesome.
The Behat.
That's awesome.
He is 3 times the size I wanted.
He has been immortalized.
He's much bigger than your head.
Well, I came up with my own pattern to make him, and so it was all based on what my heart told me to, and it turns out it was to make a giant bee bigger than my head.
You've succeeded.
One of our characters has taken physical form. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So
now we just gotta put it. We gotta put it on John's head now.
Oh no, he's dead.
No, but John.
Oh yeah, Behat's dead as a doornail.
Well, Behat's not dead.
Yeah, I adopted the bee.
You know full well Behat's not dead. So
in another world maybe, but not this one.
Yeah, he'll be back soon.
So I approached the Magister then.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Geoffrey.
Magister. Deus diligentum. God loves the diligent. You stayed behind. It wasn't an easy thing, but you did all you could, Magister.
Yes.
Thank you.
However, it was still very different.
It's never easy for a life to die within your hands, and much less two. Don't let it weigh on you. You did all you could, especially in these circumstances, being out here.
That curse that the Fae Based on her, must have been a very cruel curse.
The fake curse on her?
Yes, the one that you had believed that you had cured.
Oh, so it had killed her. Geoffrey, he doesn't say anything else. He leaves you sadder than he came. He goes back to prayer.
All right. You guys go to bed, and some of you stay awake because you're all fucked up.
I stay up all night praying. I don't fucking sleep.
Did anyone take any damage?
Francis adds more leaves to the ghillie suit.
Okay. Did anyone take any damage that needs healing?
No one else.
Okay.
They already healed.
What do you do? You just work on the ghillie suit? You don't want to talk to anyone or RP with anybody?
Also, Alex is back.
Alex, you're back?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be with my ghillie suit.
Okay, so you're with your ghillie suit. Alex, are you back?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to do John real quick, and then I'm jumping over to you.
Okay.
All right, John.
Yep.
All right. You don't remember anything. You wake up in the morning, buck naked, in the middle of the woods. All your items gone.
Shorts.
All your items gone.
Right.
There near you is a half-eaten deer, and you have a raging...
Am I covered in its blood?
Oh yes. You feel you're well fed, but you do have a raging headache, and just vague memories of anything last night. Just you think you may have had one heck of a party with the gypsies, but that's all you remember. You are not aware that you're a werewolf.
Okay.
So what do you do?
Can I try to... I'm going to try to make my way back to camp. It's the only thing I can do.
Okay, so you're going to roll an intelligence check, unless you have some kind of tracking or some kind of wilderness lore. You can add bonuses from that.
Let's see. Um, 11.
11, okay. You make yourself back in the direction of the camp, and within about an hour of walking, okay, in the daylight, you find where the camp was. Okay, it's not there anymore. All the carriages and all the wagons have disappeared. You can probably track them, but they're not here anymore. You can see the remains of the camp, like where the fire was, where the wagons had been, and about 30 Scottish barbarian corpses. So you do find your things. You do find your things, not your clothes. You're gonna have to gather your clothes from the Scottish barbarians, but you do find your items.
All right. So I get all my items together. I get whatever clothes I can from the barbarians.
So you're dressed like a Scot barbarian now. You were a kilt.
Oh my goodness.
Feel that breeze between your balls.
Yeah, like these benders. You never know where you end up afterwards. As he like puts the stuff on. By the way, do any of them have any really cool weapons? Or all the weapons are gone too?
They have claymores. Someone left behind are very large swords. Two-headed swords. You want to take one?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
How many are there?
You can't carry more than one. They're very heavy.
Okay. I was gonna try and see if I could drag some back to the camp and then like pass them out or something.
You could definitely.
I know it's a two-handed sword.
But there's a two-handed sword. What you know the damage, Tyler? Or I gotta look it up. If you have to look it up, don't worry about it. Where are you looking?
I have no idea. Not at all.
Hold on, I'll look it up real quick.
This is usually Felix's preferred weapon, and this he's not using it.
Yeah.
Well, if he changes his mind, I'm gonna try to drag it with me as many as I can.
1d10, but a -1 to your initiative. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
A lot of damage, but -1 to your initiative. So you grab a claymore. You're now a Scottish barbarian. A Cymri dressed as a Scottish barbarian. And a werewolf.
Could I try to drag anything else with me back to the other camp?
Yeah, you can take whatever you want.
See if
You do find some. You don't find any money. Your gypsies robbed everybody, so there's no money. There are other swords.
I don't blame them.
There's some padded armor. That's about all.
All right. I'll take a sword or two and some padded armor if I can, and just drag it to back to where the other camp was.
Okay. So you drag it back to the other camp. And, you can see the remains of that camp, and you can see that it was hastily picked up, and everybody left, and they went down the road. Your friends.
Oh, bloody hell!
So you're not gonna be able to carry.
Looks like I'm dropping.
Catch up to them.
Looks like I'm dropping the extras. That padded armor, is it similar to the one I had?
What do you wear? What's your armor?
It was brigandine armor, something like that.
Same shit.
Same shit. Okay. So I put it on. I take the one sword, the one claymore, and I walk away because I'm not gonna drag the rest of that.
So you start heading down the road.
Yeah.
Within a few moments, you before you can really do anything because you're busy looking at the road, you notice about 8 knights come out of the woods, all on horseback, and all of them surrounding you, and each one with a lance out, pointed right at you. The knights are wearing chainmail, very nice chainmail, with a red and black dragon symbol on the hauberk, under the top of the hauberk. Hey, they have their lances turned to you, and they turn to you. They're like, "Halt right there, barbarian!"
Unfortunately, I'm not the barbarian. As it were, I had to take the clothes off one of the dead ones because, frankly, someone took my freaking clothes. If you can believe it.
So
he's just standing there normally because this is something that happens to him a lot.
you have a barbarian sword. You dress in barbarian clothing. We track our barbarian group.
That I am wearing their clothing. I'm a Cymri.
Cymri. Are you a Cymri?
You're better off being a barbarian.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
A large black horse rides past you, basically flies over you almost, and lands right in front of you. And does it like a little totter, and then turns around and it looks at you. The dude on it is dressed like a monk. Like basically his outfit looks like a monk. And he's got these furs that go along the cloak, and a pretty ridiculous looking hat. It's one of the hats that they wore back in those days. It's kind of funny looking. It's puffy. Okay, he has a rat-like face and a goatee, and his eyes are fucking glaring right at you. What is your name, Cymri? He's not carrying any weapons, but those other 8 soldiers look like they are, and they have their lances.
Well, yeah, they got their lances on me. My name is Harry Ap Peter. The camp that I was from, they were camped over there a ways when we were attacked by barbarians. I don't remember too much. Apparently, I got way too drunk. By the time I made it back to camp, my clothes were gone. Luckily, I found my gear. So I had to take the clothes off one of the bodies. I actually dragged, if you go back a ways, you can see where I dragged some extra weapons to meet up with my other friends. Unfortunately, they're all gone, so I had to drop that stuff and keep going. Because apparently I'm by myself right now.
He keeps riding around you. Basically, his soldiers have their lances towards you. He's doing like a perimeter around you. Like keeps a good 10 feet, and he keeps your eyes following him. And he makes sure that he opens up his robes a little so you can see this gold symbol on his chest. You may roll an intelligence check to know what that means.
Okay. What the? It's another 11.
I don't know what you rolled. You got muffled.
Another 11.
11. Good enough. He's a sheriff. The sheriff keeps riding around you, and he goes, I have been following 2 bands. 1, barbarians who destroyed a town in the wilderness. The second, the survivors of the town in the wilderness. You are dressed like the barbarians, but you say you are from the other group.
Can you give me a minute? My grandmother's calling me. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pause then because I want to finish this scene before I go to Alex and Brain. Before John gets lynched. Alex.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next day you ride into Nottingham. And do you stop in the town to do anything? Or do you head straight for the castle?
Yeah, straight for the castle.
I heard 2 voices there. Alex and then somebody else. Who was the other person?
Straight for the castle.
Rottingham.
So you ride straight up to the castle. The drawbridge is open for you. You ride in, and you are surrounded by soldiers wearing blue hauberks and wearing the colors of Nottingham. They see you and they nod. One, a very tall blonde one, comes out and takes one look at you, and he raises his hand up. He's like, "Hail, Sir Cleric. May I ask why you are here? You look like you've been riding."
Yes, sir. The road was treacherous, and I rode this horse as much as I could. I'm here to see the Abbot with a report.
We are besieged by visitors of late. You are not the only one. I am Sir Guy of Gisborne. May I have the pleasure of your name, Sir Cleric?
Sir Guile, it's an honor. My name is Joseph.
Joseph. Please hold here a moment, Joseph. I have others that I have to let inside to see the Abbot. Brain!
This will be important, sir.
It won't take long.
But I will wait until you tell me I can go in.
It won't take long, Sir Cleric. Brain, you there?
I'm here. Yep.
All right. You are a Magister. Okay. You were sent by Cambridge to study under Abbot Hugo in his castle of Nottingham, and apparently there's some good stuff here. There have been reports of a devil worshipping cult in Nottingham, so you're here pretty much to investigate its origins. You've been here for a couple days, and you haven't been able to see Abbot Hugo. So this is the third time you've come over to try and see the Abbot, and you've run into Sir Guy of Gisborne here, and he hasn't, the Abbot has not been accepting visitors. So you're coming in at the same time that Joseph here comes to visit the Abbot. So you may introduce yourself to Alex, and both of you describe your characters to each other. You can go first, Alex.
Okay. Yeah.
Brian, you go first.
Great.
Whichever one wants.
I can go first. My character's name is James Freewell. I believe that was I know Freewell was the last name, but
Yeah.
James
it was
Freewell.
James. No.
And he is a knight who has lost his knighthood, and his family's name has been tarnished due to a falling out with King Richard's ally, Mercadier. So I am trying to... I've gone to Cambridge, I'm a Magister, and I am trying to gain back some respect for my family's name, avenge my father, and keep on the educational path that they
You're
set me
still
on.
sort of considered a
with all
knight,
stuff.
even though you never really lose your nobility. Even though you don't really have lands or money anymore.
Yeah,
So
I'm broke, but I'm not broke, right?
Exactly.
So,
You're broke, but you're not broke. So the Magisters do support you. So, but you still have your name. So you are Sir. You have a last name, Freewell. So that's it. Joseph.
Yes.
Describe yourself to him.
Well, you see in front of you a pretty lanky, tall gentleman covered in all black clothes. They're pretty tarnished and dirty. You could tell he's been riding for a while. He's wearing a large cross on his chest. And based on his robes, you realize he's from a Franciscan order. He approaches you to greet and says, "Hello, sir. My name is Joseph. I see you and I have similar appointments."
It appears so. Good day, Joseph. My name is James. James Freewell.
May God be with you, Jay.
Sir Guy.
So what brings you to see the app?
You're Sir James, bro. Say Sir.
Oh, yes, right.
Remind these motherfuckers that you're better than them.
You already know. That's what's up, Tyler. That's what's up. Sir James Freewell.
You have a last name.
Huh.
So
I gotta give it. I'm gonna try and get that.
Yeah, man, this is the classist and this is fun as fuck, bro.
Hell yeah.
People have to defer to you, bro.
I don't have chainmail. I know I didn't have chainmail. What was the other armor?
Well, dude, we'll worry about that after.
Leather or
all right. We'll worry about that after.
After the game, you sit down and I'll give you your goodies, and then you're gonna level up. So we'll get your stuff.
Anyways,
so
I'm here in business of Cambridge. There's been some reports of strange creatures in the area.
Yes, seems strange creatures are everywhere nowadays.
Okay, so
I come with the same report of elves and demons from the north by the Scots, all the way up north. Have you been in town long?
No, I just got in myself. Looking forward to seeing all these fantastic things around the world. Are you with a larger party, or are you by yourself?
I care not to discuss this as I am under orders.
Understandable. Well, you seem like a nice gentleman. Maybe your paths will cross again.
Sir Guy.
Can't hear you.
Sir, he said maybe your paths will cross again. Sir Guy returns. He says, "The Abbot will see you both now." He gives you like a nasty little grin, and they open the door for you to enter into the Castle Nottingham. Both of you note that this is a castle being run by an abbot. He should be. Abbots generally run churches, not castles. So you go inside.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After a walk, which a group of monks escort you to a large palatial grand hall, which would normally be the great hall of a nobleman. You find Abbot Hugo. He is sitting at a table at the end of his great hall. The great hall has been made up to look almost like a church. It is covered in religious artifacts and memorabilia, and he's writing something at the table, and he sees the both of you, and waits for you to introduce yourselves.
I think, Philip, I'm gonna need like 2-3 minutes, so why don't you let Brian go first?
Okay, go ahead, Bray.
What was the abbot's name again?
Abbot Hugo de Renault. You're here
Hello,
investigating a devil worshipping cult in Nottingham.
Yeah.
So, and you know that there are in the city itself and in the castle there are some documents, basically historical documents on devil worshipping and on the cults in the area. So you're here to check that out.
Hello, Abbot. I come on behalf of Cambridge. Thank you for the gracious invitation.
Okay.
I need access to your libraries, if you wouldn't mind.
He lifts up two bushy eyebrows. He's an older gent. He's got he's thin. He's pretty rail thin, and he's got like his hair's a little wild in the back and it sticks out on the sides. He's wearing a skull cap and is dressed like an abbot. So Alex, let me know when you're back. And he turns to you. Oh, and you were sent by Cambridge, were you?
Yes. I need to make some copies of some rare books that you may have.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Magister. And I think they introduced you as a knight.
Yes, I am Sir James Freewell. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Yes, of course. You, of course, may have access to my files. But I believe that our friend here, Joseph, the cleric, may have something of interest for both of us. He looks haggard, and I sent him north to investigate sightings of elven sightings along the Wilderlands. So his conclusions and his findings may be of interest to you as well. So please stay here before I have my servants take you to the library.
Thank you very much. Yes, I've heard from the townspeople some weird talk of cults in the area.
A problem in Nottingham, particularly in the forests around our fair city. A cult headed by a brigand that calls himself Robin Hood. We believe them to be devil worshippers. I have requested a sheriff be sent south from the Wilderlands to assist us in routing out these cultists. But he isn't here yet. He's a little late. And I suspect our friend here, Joseph, who I also sent north, may give us insight into why the sheriff has not returned. It is a pleasure to see you again, Joseph.
Your Eminence, I bow low.
Well, he nods. You have something for me.
I do. A lot to explain. You are right. The woods were teeming with creatures of magic. Upon my arrival, I did as you instructed and befriended the local knight of the area, who apparently has hired a group of people to retrieve his daughter from an elf. As I continue to investigate and absorb, the group consisted of a cleric, a magister, a thieving-looking woman, and a Cymri. The elf brought with him other elves. Hold on. Give me a minute. Sorry.
All right. You guys want to do a quick bathroom break to give him a minute? All right. So since Alex, his conversation and poor Brain's conversation with Abbot Hugo has been cut a little short, we'll jump over to John. So John, the Sheriff of the Wilderlands, is still riding around you. And
if you wish,
he doesn't believe you.
If you wish, I'll show you the sights. I can even show you the site, the town I came from. I just barely managed to get out of there. The knight of the town, he had hired me for a job. After the job was over, the town got attacked by He looks at his clothes. Barbarians. He defended the town with, I believe, a few other knights. Had the rest of us escape. I made my way out here. Found the Cymri camp. After a badass bender. I do remember for a split minute. Barbarians attacking the camp. What happened after, I can't tell you. Apparently I drank too much. Sorry, it's a bad habit. Found myself in the woods. Came back to the camp of my people. Found nothing but corpses. And thankfully, they left my gear. So I took the clothes. Took some weapons, because I figured, why not? Realized that too damn heavy. So I kept one. You can see where I dropped the other one. And then you can see back there where I dropped the others. And that's when you found me.
So you're telling me a far-fetched story. And apparently, soon you're going to start telling me about elves and fairies. Is that so?
Elves and fairies. That would be a highlight to the madness I've been going through.
Oh. So you have seen elves and fairies.
I could tell you I seen a bunch of barbarians that took the clothes off one of them.
I know. We were
I can't find the rest of my clothes.
We were following the barbarians to the south. And the group that you say you're part of. The barbarians happen to be following that group also. Since you are either a Scot or a Cymri, and both Scot and Cymri are trash, tell me why I shouldn't have you hanged right now.
Well, most people consider me trash anyway.
RP, but then you have to roll a reaction roll against him. RP, but you're going to have to roll a reaction roll against him. So,
okay, so, what do I roll?
Hold on. You're going to get a 2d6. You're going to add your charisma. And I will tell you. Go ahead and roll it. Wait, I got to give you pluses and minuses. Give me a second. Should I put him in a legal case? Because he's pretty much being tried. So yeah,
as a Cymri, he's used to this kind of trial, and it never ends well.
The sheriff turns to one of the guys holding a lance, and the dude holding the lance does a whistle, and another rider comes out. And there's a smaller man also wearing robes, very similar to the sheriff's, and and the sheriff relays your story pretty much word for word, and you realize this guy has one hell of a memory, and he's a plaintiff. What do you think? Go ahead. You gotta convince this guy that I have you hanged right now. Roll.
Oh, and the 2d6?
Hold on. Don't roll a 2d6 yet. I gotta give you pluses and minuses. Alright, situation.
Oh, okay.
Loaded, hated by the public. Yeah, -1. Hated by the public.
Okay.
You did not attempt to escape, so you're okay there.
Stop the shit, brain. I see the bullshit you're pulling.
-2 because your judge favors punishment. So you got a -3.
Yeah.
Roll 2d6.
Okay. He looks at him. Well, he's like, most people do consider me trash, so I won't deny that, but the truth is, I'm not trying to attack any towns. I'm literally just taking clothes off of whatever I could find just so I could go buy some more pants.
So the least
what bloody maniac doesn't wear them?
So the least you are is a robber of the dead. Please take that into account, plaintiff. Roll your 2d6.
And you said it was -2.
-3.
Yeah, I got a 2.
So, plaintiff, what do you think? The plaintiff takes out a handkerchief and wipes his brow. It's very sweaty. He's like, Sheriff, do what you will. The sheriff turns to you. Disarm yourself, Scott.
I'm a Cymri, not a Scot.
Whatever. Disarm yourself. What do you do, John?
I'm simple. Yeah, huh?
What do you do?
What did he say? Disarm yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, he said disarm yourself. He drops a sword. Can I at least say one more thing? Because I really don't want to be hanged.
You've never seen anyone prepare a gallows quicker? Like, one of the soldiers is already at a tree, tossing a rope over the tree. The rope has a noose on it. They tie it to the tree, and the sheriff turns to you. You were saying something, Scott.
I'm a simple wool cloth maker. I'm just trying to survive out here. I'm no more a threat to you or anyone else.
You are a Cymri criminal, or you're a Scottish criminal. One way or the other. Theft is punished by death in the wilderness. And anything else you've done is punished by death. They prod you over to the noose.
Would that be breathing?
He ignores that. They prod you over to the noose and they put it around your neck. Any last
I haven't actually taken off all my gear yet.
They don't care. They put the noose around you.
Okay.
Do you fight back? What do you do, man?
Yeah, fuck it. He's gonna. If he still, did they force the gear off him, or they just started pushing him over to the noose?
No, they prodded you over with their lances to the noose.
Pull out the cross and pray, you fool! Pull out the cross and pray.
One of them has a noose, and he's preparing to put it over your neck.
So, can you give me at least one moment? He pulls the Bible out of his back. I wish I'd read a little before you. He looks at the noose before you do the deed. Is that really so wrong?
He turns to one of the ones with the lance, and the guy pulls his lance down, pulls out a crossbow, aims it right at your chest. Holds it right there. It is aimed.
Thank you. Much appreciated. He opens up. And he
John, Hangy won't kill you.
He starts I know. I know that, but he doesn't.
Yeah, okay, just let you know.
He's trying to figure out a way through this.
And I thought John was gonna die again.
He's a fucking werewolf. This won't kill him. He'll wake up that night.
So he starts reading a passage about
about come on, dude. Read from the Bible.
He starts.
It'll be fun. Do some good RP. Earn that extra XP.
Yeah. I don't. My Bible isn't currently with me at the moment.
You can Google some stuff, some passages.
He starts reading the passage. He starts reading about the judgment of oh shit, what was the name of that woman? It was a woman who was dragged out to the center of town and they were about to stone her, and how Jesus steps forward and he speaks to everyone, telling them basically that this woman should not be judged in such a manner.
Mary of Magdalene. That's the name.
Thank you. Shit. Why couldn't I remember?
And these guys are
roll a charisma check, John.
Oh, I forgot I was muted. I said the name.
Thanks, Felix.
I'm like,
sorry.
No, but I was like, I just said that.
Fuck,
John,
I rolled a 3. He's dead.
Roll another 2d6. You can now make a -2 instead of a -3.
Stultus facilis.
A 1. He's meant to die.
I don't even need the book.
Wait, you're rolling a 1d6. Wait, you're rolling
2d6,
is on 1d.
man. 2d6.
It's 2d6, and it came out 1.
Okay. Because it's negative.
How can
After
2d6
the modifier.
There's negatives, Felix. So,
Oh,
Stultus
Yeah.
facilis moritur.
the sheriff grins, and he turns to one of the other ones and speaks to them in French. One of the other soldiers, and then the soldier gets a little grin on his face, and they both laugh, and then they turn back to you and switch back to English. And I think we'll take you to town and hang you in front of the king. String him up. They string.
Oh, bloody hell.
They string you up. They take your Bible, toss it into the woods, put you on the horse, and
Oh, come on. At least let me keep it.
that earns you a punch in the face from one of the soldiers, and then they start riding you towards town.
Stultus facilis moritur.
Okay, Alex, are you back?
Yes.
All right.
I could really use a full moon.
Where the hell were we
Yes.
with Abbot Hugo?
I started telling him about the elves.
Okay, continue.
As I explored further, one of the elves, apparently, as our reports were, impregnating the local women, including the daughter of the knight.
You hear a couple of gasps from some of the other monks in the room.
I have also discovered that this elf was in a conflict with some other demons, for they actually came for him to kill him. And he beseeched us to help him, but in return, he would leave the area forever. The group agreed and proceeded in helping him to get away from the other demons and to protect the daughter, the pregnant daughter of the knight, so that he could have his child. As we were in combat with the demons, the Magister of the group used some dark magic to bring forth a demon with whom I engaged in combat and barely.
Awesome.
Hey. What do you think he's going to say? He beat his pants and ran away?
Oh no.
Awesome.
By God's mercy and protection, I survived.
There's no vote today, guys. Just for that, he's getting it. Go on.
Later, as the group got together, the Magister and the lady, who definitely does have a proximity for dark magic, for she was actually able to transport us into the demon realm on multiple occasions. They tried to take a relic that fell from my fight with the demon.
Okay, his eyebrows, this bushy eyebrows, they arch up.
I reach into my bag and I pull out what's it called? What was the thing called? The
wand.
The wand, yes. And may I approach, Your Eminence?
He held his hand out. Let me see this wand.
I bring it to him as I bow in front of him.
Okay, you give it to him?
Yes, sir.
He looks at it and he's like, an artifact of high magic, I see. He turns over to you, Brain. What do you make of this, Magister? He hands you the wand.
The Magister was very desired of it.
Brain, you have to study it for 24 hours to know what it does. Okay?
Okay, so okay. Then I asked the Abbot, let me study this item. I'll bring you forth a report.
Of course.
of his abilities.
Of course. I think you should also accompany Joseph. I already anticipate his request. You wish to go back and hunt this group of brigands, don't you, Joseph?
For the Lord, Your Eminence, for the Lord. I shall bring it here for the trials.
I should receive word from the sheriff by tomorrow. I promised that he's sending a dove with an update on his hunt. I think he may be hunting your little group as we speak. Remain here as a guest of me overnight, the two of you, while our Magister friend investigates this artifact. I will gather up Captain Gloin and his men. They will accompany you in your hunt.
I look forward to it.
Joseph will bow down, kiss the robe of the Abbot. Thank you, Your Eminence.
Of course. All right. So he turns to both of you, and you have your basically your way with Castle Nottingham. You can stay here overnight. The next day, Captain Gloin will appear with his men, and you can set out in the morning. Is there anything either one of you want to do while you're here?
Yes. Number one, I'm going to need to repair my gear, get it washed, and I'm going to go take a bath, after which I will proceed to I guess there will be some sort of a church where I'll go to prayer.
Yeah. The castle has within the castle itself there's a church. So
okay.
You can also leave, and there's in Nottingham proper there's a church also. So either one of them will be fine for you. All those things are done.
But it's my horse.
Your horse is fine. They check him out, and they also let you know that they're going to give you a larger. You're on a riding horse. They're going to give you a war horse because the captain rides a war horse. So you're going with the man at arms.
I want to go to the library.
Okay.
Okay. So you'll
have to go check out the library to see what's going on.
Okay, so you go to the library, right, Brain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Library.
All right. So what are you studying? Are you studying the wand, or are you going to sit there and study? You can only do one of them for today. If you guys stay another day, you can study the other one. But you only do one at a time. Are you going to study the wand, or are you going to study the cult? Information on the cult.
So I'll study the wand, but can I also look for any oddities in the library itself? Because the whole castle thing has thrown me off already.
All right.
This
you
Abbot
may roll an intelligence check. Add your bonuses.
I know I rolled high intelligence, so I don't know if it was a +2, but I'm going to just roll +1. If that works.
Yeah, if you don't have your stats, just +1.
Okay. I know that it was at least that.
You have to have at least. That's your Magister.
All right.
I got a question.
Of course. Go ahead, Alex.
What's it called? Would I be able to make references to Geoffrey and who he is, and like basically find out more about him after I'm done with the bath and repairing my equipment?
Yes.
And my prayers?
Yes.
Would there be another chapter of his, I guess, cleric group?
Not in Nottingham, but you can ask the abbot, or you can ask some of the monks what they know about him, and then they'll inquire for you, and Tyler will give you some information depending on your roll.
Perfect.
Okay. So let's do the brain thing first. What'd you roll, Brain?
10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Okay. You find an inordinate amount of books on witchcraft and cult.
On witchcraft?
On witchcraft in this library. As you look through it, which you don't spend too much time because you're more interested in that wand, it's Wicca, not devil worshipping. What you discovered. Which you know the difference of. You know that.
Right. Okay, so it still confirms my suspicion that there's something weird here.
Yeah,
there's not a regular.
There's a large amount of books on this. So you didn't roll high enough to find something, but there's a large amount of books on this shit in in his library.
Raising my suspicions, but confirms nothing. Got it. All right, so yeah, continue to study the wand, and then.
All right, I'm going to tell you what the wand does, and I'm going to give you its stats, and then you guys are kind of done for the day. And then Alex, go ahead and make your roll. And then
Dude, I just walked in. You mind rolling for me, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
You rolled a 6. You don't get much, man. Tyler, give him like very basic information on Geoffrey.
No, the information I was trying to find is how godly he is.
He farmed wheat, one of the 2 most important crops in medieval times.
Yeah, that's about all you get.
No,
With a
the
6.
information I was trying to find out from the clerics and the priests, if they know of him and if he's very religious or not.
Yeah, that's the info you get. He farmed wheat.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm trying to decide if he's going to end up on the next to his companion or.
Yeah, but you also rolled a 6, so you got that he farmed wheat. That's what you got.
In the earlier days or currently?
Before he was.
They use oxes to farm wheat. One of the 2 most important crops in medieval times.
He wasn't called weed. It was called wheat.
Wheat.
I said wheat,
Marijuana.
not weed.
Hemp.
Not,
Roasted mini wheat.
not the devil's cabbage.
What are you talking about?
Brain.
Hemp was used for everything from clothing to food.
Brain. As soon as you're ready, I'm going to give you the wand stack.
Yeah, no, it's wheat is one of the 2 second. One of the 2 most important crops. Hemp is probably the other one.
Okay.
Okay,
Ready, man?
Yep.
I'm done.
It's called Tamlin's Blasting Wand. Okay. It has a range of 80 feet. It ignores non-magical armor worn by the target. And anyone hit by the blasting wand must make a saving throw or be paralyzed for 1d6 times 10 minutes. You don't touch a person with your wand. You can actually shoot with this wand.
Okay, so anybody touched by the blasting wand must be paralyzed or saving free throw.
Not touched within 80 feet. You can shoot with this blasting wand. Most blasting wands, what you know of this age, is that most blasting wands now developed by magisters cannot shoot. You have to actually tap the person. So this is very valuable because you might be able to reverse engineer this and find out how to make blasting wands that can shoot magic. Okay.
Yeah, I'm hoping Abbot is gonna give me some shit for that because it's a pretty fancy weapon.
So you better hope he gets it back.
When you return to the Abbot, he tells you can keep it. He doesn't give a shit. He only says that to the Magister.
Is he gonna give it to the Magister or is he gonna give it to me?
The Magister, you can't use it.
Why not? I'm a holy man.
Exactly why.
That's why you can't use it. So, Brain, it's yours. The Abbot says you can keep it, but he also tells you that you should accompany Joseph on his adventures, as you might be able to find more of that. And he'd prefer that the Magisters in Cambridge have their hands on those wands than the rogues that this guy described.
I mean, yeah, I'm getting bribed here, but I'll take it.
He said, "Very good. I'll see you in the morning when Captain Glorin arrives."
In the morning. Thank you, Abbot.
Okay. So that's it for you guys. You guys can hang out, and if you're not going to hang out, you each get 1 XP. So and I'll level people up at the end at the adventure. So you will level up Brain. I don't know about Alex. We have to check him. Okay.
I'm gonna have 4.
What'd you say, Alex?
So with this +1, I'm gonna have 4.
Okay, 4. Yeah, you do not level up. Okay, so just you're 4 XP. You level up when you get to 5 XP. So you're almost there.
Okay.
Okay, are you gonna hang out till the end?
Yeah, I'm listening.
All right. So Brain and Alex, mute yourselves. You can jump in and say some stupid shit to mess with the other players if you want, but you're not playing anymore.
All good.
Until the end, where we level you guys up, and I'll be leveling you, Brain, up. Okay.
I'll be making dinner and whatnot, so I will catch you guys later. Please ping me, and I'll jump right back on.
Okay, we'll do. Okay, at the very end of
Alright.
the adventure, which
Bye,
is in
guys.
about an hour, I'll send you a message.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right.
See you guys.
The rest of you, not counting John, wake up to the sound of hoofbeats. As you see a party of about 20 men-at-arms ride by your camp.
I go. I'm pretty much already awake, so I'm fairly certain the first one that hears it. So I go to. They're gonna see us from the road, anyways, right?
No, you guys are off the road. You see them; they don't see you. You can flag them down if you want. About 20 men-at-arms riding by.
20 men-at-arms. So I see them, and
Actually, they're
I've
knights,
pretty much been
not
praying the whole
men-at-arms.
time. They're knights.
Yeah, they're knights.
I've pretty much been praying the whole night, so I'm wide awake. You know how adrenaline works. You go through shit and you're wide awake. So I go back and I awaken Lord Wolfenden. I make sure that everyone else.
You don't have much time. They're riding. They're not stopping. If you're gonna
They're not
flag them
riding?
down, you gotta do it now.
No.
I flag him
No.
down.
Okay.
Is Lord Wolfenden awake?
Yeah, he didn't. He also said earlier he's not gonna sleep.
Yeah,
He can't sleep.
for a couple
Oh, you're
of
both
days.
awake? So I look over to Lord Wolfenden and I'm like,
Okay,
Quest?
the knights halt and they stop, and then you notice that they have a prisoner with them, dressed up as a Scot barbarian.
Good day.
Okay.
You've captured one of them.
The knights turn to you and they look at the person in charge up ahead. I don't think I need to describe him. You guys know who he is. So the Sheriff of the Wilderness turns his very large black stallion back towards you guys, and you notice that he's not armed at all, and he's dressed in monk's robes with fur on the back and a ridiculous looking hat. He turns to you.
I greet him.
Wolfenden. He bows.
Sheriff.
He gets down off his horse, walks over to you, and puts out a hand. This dude is a lord as well.
Yes.
So, Richard de Glanville, Sheriff of the Wilderness. I have someone who claims to be a friend of yours.
I'm Robert Wolfenden. I bet you know. I know you know my father. And it depends.
This is the sheriff of your town.
Yeah.
Also.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you
You've
had
never
him.
met him.
Okay.
He's usually in the woods.
Oh, okay. It's good to finally meet him. I've heard many things. Great things.
You've heard that this guy kills for
Yeah.
for everything. That's what you've heard.
So who would you have dressed like a barbarian that says they know me?
He turns to one of his captains, and you see these guys look rough, man. They all look like mercs. So they are knights, but they look like the most sneering, cruel bastards you can possibly imagine. And one of them kicks the Cymri right off of the horse that they had him, and he falls on his back, on his side. He falls on his side.
I look at him. Do I recognize him?
Yeah, it's Harry. It's Harry Peter.
I am wrong, Sheriff. And I go and I grab a branch and I rip it off the fuck of me and I start beating the Cymri. He's like, he is mine. Pow, pow. Where did you go? Pow. And I was like, Arthur, grab this Cymri.
Arthur pulls a sword. Grab him, and he's like, my lord, grab him or run him through.
Grab him. He is my slave. Run from work, will you?
Grabs the
Arthur.
Drags him up.
I don't even want to look at him. Take him into the woods and beat him, please. Sheriff, thank you for returning this runaway slave from me.
The sheriff returns to his black stallion. He is scheduled to be executed.
He is my property. He is not a free person. to be executed. He belongs to me. If he has done something wrong, I will gladly pay his fine, and I'll beat it out of him.
Those clothes, he stole them off corpses. A crime in the wilderness, Lord Wolfenden.
I will not tolerate. I will not tolerate him to dress like that anyway.
Is this vermin taking the cross? Is this vermin taking the cross? He starts riding his horse around you now, basically doing a trot.
I am like next to Wolfenden right now.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Right now he's garbage, but I have a cleric that's working on him. I go up to the Cymri and I rip that shit off him. Get this thing off him. It looks like a total savage. Arthur beat him, and I give him the stick.
Arthur whips the Cymri hard.
While that's happening, I speak to the sheriff. I'm like, I've made attempts, but have fallen short.
You shall double your efforts.
It is that what the rest of you are doing? Are you taking the cross?
Yes, we are.
And you're taking the Cymri with you, and he has taken the cross.
We intend to take the cross. Yes.
Okay, if you say yes, he won't be executed.
I know.
Okay.
I did. I said yes. No, I said yes.
Oh, okay. So.
No, I maybe you guys didn't hear me, but it was too low.
So the sheriff gives the Cymri one last sneer, and.
But he needs to learn manners.
I was following a group of Scots barbarians who were tracking your group down here. Do you happen to know what killed them all? I found their corpses about 20 miles to the north of here.
I believe they went to go ambush a group of gypsies.
The gypsies killed the Scots.
It appears so.
Yes.
They might have used traps.
Were any of you witness to this?
We had a camp nearby.
We did.
Is that a yes?
But I don't spend time with that rabble. It's hard enough dealing with one.
We were not quite close enough to see exactly what happened. But we heard it and avoided it.
We had a young lady in our group who was pregnant and she died in labor. So we had no time to spend with these barbarians. And in that moment, my slave ran away. I guess maybe he thought he would join up with his gypsies.
I can escort you to Lancaster if you wish, Lord Wolfenden.
I would appreciate that. Yes, we were actually getting ready to break camp. Arthur, you done whipping the slave?
Arthur's like, no, but I'll continue it in town.
Yes, please. And put some clean clothes on him.
He kicks him a couple more times, and they put some normal clothes on him, and drag him over to a horse, and put him on the horse, still tied up.
Okay. And we pack up and we get everything and we go with them.
Okay. So Sheriff of Glanville's troops surround you guys, and they're at ease, and they start escorting you to Lancaster. Do you guys want to talk about anything with you? The sheriff's up ahead. He's not with you.
Okay. He's not with us?
You can decide to join him and talk to him if you want, but but you can talk to each other now. You don't need to. What do you guys do?
Are we alone, or
we're surrounded by the sheriff's very personal guard? That is the situation we found ourselves.
I look at Arthur and I look at the cleric. I'm starting to develop a proficiency in saving this Cymri.
I lean over to him. I'm like,
Arthur's like, I'm still struggling to understand why we keep saving him.
I lean over to I lean over to Wolfenden over my horse. I'm like, "Your grace is ever present." I lean back. And you look in his eyes and you think that my cleric might have fucking killed him. He's like,
Geoffrey, do you think that
John, you're
God
awake.
would look?
You can talk. Madeline, you're also here.
Cymri, can you explain yourself what happened that night? I think you owe me that much.
You gonna have this
Especially
conversation with
since
the
you were
sheriff's
gonna-
men around you?
No. I was. I didn't know that
Like,
they were.
you're all surrounded.
You're
We're
surrounded.
surrounding us.
No.
The sheriff
okay.
can't hear you, but they can hear you.
Oh, they can
Okay.
hear me. I'm like,
If you say that, he does have something he would say. I don't know if he wanted to say it or not, but
no. I look at him and I smack him.
yeah, like the conversation that we had was like we're leaning over to each other.
Okay, yeah, you can whisper.
So
It's fine.
Yeah.
this situation is very peculiar, Lord Wolfenden.
Extremely.
Yes.
I don't know why I saved them, but
It was the grace of God working.
but there was another creature in the woods in it, and it helped us. And I'm wondering if it was maybe Arthur's beatings entered into his mind.
I lean close to him like, there are beings you may not have known, but I have interacted with the Fae. And you may not believe this, but they are all. So these beings of chaos, they may have madness and evil, but some are truly honorable, despite the peculiar.
I think you're going on a stretch there, Geoffrey.
Perhaps. But wizards and wolves, I think I am on thin line.
Well,
Madeline,
I
you're
need
here, by the
you
way.
and-
You can hear all this.
I need you and the Magister to and I really need to you and Jonathan. I need you and the Magister to look into this when you get into Lancaster. I will not be able to. I will be tied up.
Of course. I will gladly do so. And perhaps
You see, the Magister is somewhat like silent, like tried to hide Excalibur. And
No, we have that shit's wrapped in oils and shit.
it's wrapped in wrapped.
Yeah,
You know,
like they have like an oiled cloth that you use it.
I want to make it clear we made sure it's not a fucking clean rag. We use a very old, shitty rag around it. You know,
No,
made it look like it's nothing.
there's special rags and shit you could put on it with like oil and stuff, so that way they don't rust and all that.
Oh yeah, there's Excalibur's rag, and then there's our shitty rag to pretend like it's just a normal sword. It's our mom's heirloom, okay? It's Lord Wolfenden's heirloom.
All right, so just look when we get into Lancaster. It is your job, both of your jobs, to figure this out.
You may trust me. I will work on this.
All right.
Okay. Whether it be holy or arcane, figure it out.
Madeline, as you guys are riding, do you and John do anything? Cymri.
Well, I tell him welcome back as I am braiding my horse's hair.
he kind of just are any of them looking at the Cymri right now?
No.
Or are any of them looking at Harry?
No one is
Try to
anywhere
not
near
look at you.
None of the men-at-arms will look at you. Arthur will only look at you if he looks haunted when he looks at you. And yeah, he punches you.
I just give her a little smile, and I just keep going back to looking defeated.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say what he's thinking right now.
Yeah, the sheriff's
I
knights.
put the ghillie suit on him.
The
I
sheriff.
let
what?
him borrow it. I put the ghillie suit on you for a little bit to make you feel better.
Thanks.
The
He doesn't say
knights-
anything. He just stays quiet, but he just gives a little smile.
Yeah, the sheriff's knights don't really care about. They're not afraid of you, but the men-at-arms or everyone else knows what you are, so they don't want to be anywhere near you. Arthur.
Oh yeah, no, I barely fucking look in his direction.
So you arrive at Lancaster. The sheriff.
I write towards the end. I wrote in the front with the sheriff, and I thanked them for escorting us.
He grunts. He's like, I will
Oh,
following. I'm sending a dove to Abbot Hugo, who asked me to investigate what the dealings up near that town that you saw destroyed. Then I will probably attempt to hunt that gypsy caravan myself. Though I have a feeling I won't find them. You're going on the Crusades, I assume.
I plan to go meet with Richard.
God be with you.
I write up to them too.
God be with you, Lord Wolfenden, and you as well.
God be with you. God be with you, Sheriff.
Sheriff, so you are aware of what happened to the town before us?
We were at the town. We found it.
Oh.
It was completely destroyed. Crushed by the North barbarians. We also found a settlement on the way down. A druid settlement. They had one of the fingers of a saint within it. We have claimed it and sent it to the church. We killed all the cultists and burned that entire place to the ground. And we will attempt to find these gypsies, but the Welsh are tricky.
It is good to hear that you are doing such work.
And I have a feeling there's more to your story. And that the gypsies are dangerous. So I may acquire more soldiers before I go.
When you return, do you believe that these savages will be hunted? The ones that have wiped out this town and killed a knight. Not one, but two.
We found 2 of them dead in the gypsy camp. We killed ourselves, about 15 of them on the way. And then we killed the cultists, which are another 20. That makes about half of the group that attacked the town. I'll find them.
It was about 7.
I'll find them. And I'll kill everyone.
Did he notice my graffiti?
He wouldn't even look at you. So
Oh.
Thank you. I thank you sincerely.
As you get to the wall, you see like what looks like a falcon on the edge of the wall, and it flies down, flies over the sheriff. He reaches into a pouch and he throws like some meat at it. And catches it, and then it keeps flying towards the woods behind him. And the sheriff turns to his men. And he says, "Godspeed to the rest of you." And all 10 of his knights turn and follow the falcon.
A well-trained man here.
So, you guys enter Lancaster now?
Yes.
Okay. Lancaster is large. Okay, a large, like what was considered a metropolis back then. There are lots of soldiers in Lancaster. Within a few minutes of the town, you hear that the Prince Regent is in town. Prince John himself is in town. So, you guys enter town. You see squalor. You see peasantry.
It's poor.
It's poor.
Could we speak before we enter the town and right before they leave?
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait a second. Does that mean I can finally use my urban lore?
Yes.
Yeah. Lord Wolfenden.
I want to use my urban lore.
For what?
Perhaps now that we are alone, we should speak on our task. We are entering a city. Is there anything that we should do in particular in regards to defending the artifact?
Well, one, we're going to take care of Janet.
Of course, that is my very first.
Janet and the baby. And 2, I need you to figure out the situation with the Cymri.
I will consult with my colleagues about that to see if they know.
I believe that Magister may be of more use in that regard. I will not directly tell my superiors of his matter, otherwise the result will be likely swift.
Find out what this Saint Finger that the sheriff found out about. Find out. He said he sent it to the church, so it might be coming here. This is the biggest church in the area. So dig a little. I'm curious. We probably should have gone into that camp, but we didn't.
He's a descendant of Bellerophon. He wants magical items.
Not me. And I must see all the important people in town before I go about and do much anything else.
Yeah, you discover pretty quickly that I just told him that Prince John, the regent of England, while King Richard is gone, is in town.
Yeah.
Richard's brother, his little brother.
I will
For
have
all
to
intents
see.
and purposes, is a cunt.
Yes. I will have to see him, unfortunately.
Oh, and I do have an idea in regards to referring to this artifact with others. Perhaps if individuals inquire, you should tell them that it's a family heirloom. It is merely a suggestion.
Well, do what you must. Just inquire and see what it is about and report back. Arthur, I need you to go to the docks and secure us voyage by water.
Yes, I'll find us a boat. For when? What date? How long will we stay?
As soon as we can.
Very good. It'll probably be in the morning. So he separates and heads out. What do the rest of you do? You're gonna find a place to stay?
I focus on getting the lady and baby buried.
And I go. I have with my knights. I have one go with the cleric to help him with the baby, so he can help him mainly with the baby, carry the baby, and I have the other one go and get us lodgings, and the other 4 come with me.
Are you going for? You're obviously going for
Yes.
lodgings, not for peasantry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Some good lodgings for all of us.
Are you gonna send any? You can send doves out here.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say I need Dad. I need money.
Well,
I need more
I
money
need money.
You can get more troops too.
and more troops.
You only have how many? 4 soldiers? 4 men at arms?
I have 6.
6? Yeah, you
6 in Arthur.
you're probably gonna want like 20 or 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask. I need more men and money.
All right, so
We're taking the cross. You must send it to us.
And also, if any of my men need things, just think, Geoffrey, you need a crossbow. You look like a crossbow person.
Oh, do not.
Yeah.
I have a long.
Lord Wolfenden can buy you guys just about anything you want. So whatever you need, ask him, and then he decides.
I'm sorry, Geoffrey, but I see you as more of a crossbow person.
Longbow is an elegant weapon.
No, you will be using a crossbow from now on.
Fuck! Dear Lord, I can't say no.
You can. Unless you find like a magical or a reason for it.
And go get some armor, some better armor.
What did you say, Uncle?
No, unless you have a magical reason, like something like that. You have like a magical longbow that drops or some shit. Then no, you can't. You actually can't say no. So.
Yeah, I know. It's a very
forever, man.
Dude, you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to one day, just even if you got to see that one scene, the scene where he's torturing the chicks with a crossbow.
All right, so we're gonna start. Who wants to start the things that they were up to in town first? Felix?
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Actually,
to go.
we'll do you last because you got RP with Prince John.
Yeah.
So that's probably not happening today. So let's go to Joseph first. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the little guys, the peasantry first. John, what do you guys do with John?
John, he's gonna have to stay with
to the
somebody.
church about burning him at the stake or something.
Yeah.
What do you do with him in the meantime? You're gonna send him with?
Well, the Magister is gonna look into stuff with John, so maybe he could either go with him. You could,
Jonathan, that's up to you, man.
You
take him with you?
No,
I'll take the Cymri.
Yes. So that way, if you need to put some medicine or ointments or something on him, just.
Are you keeping him tied up?
I'm keeping him tied up enough so he can walk normally.
so before they leave, I'm like, Allan, surgeon, I hope you know if he does kill you, I will find him, and I will burn him at the stake.
Really not. Cymri, do you hear what he said? You really know this fact?
If you kill him,
why the hell would I kill you? He just looks at you confused.
He looks you straight in the eyes like,
I don't think he has realized.
Do you
realize what? All I remember is I started drinking a bit. Next thing I know, I'm in the freaking woods, completely naked.
I'll inform you of what happened.
Yes.
Okay, the first thing you guys notice.
The
first thing you guys notice when you come into town is that the people they're wary. They're not worried about you when you guys come in. They're kind of cool with you. Felix, you pay the tax that has to be paid at the gate to come inside.
Yes.
And then very quickly, one of the soldiers tells you, "Be careful, Lord, sir, my lord. We have had much bandit activity lately near Lancaster. So the town, while the Prince Regent is here, is under martial law. So everyone must be inside by 11 at night, and no one should be traveling doing anything after dark."
Thank you. We'll be securing lodgings.
Excellent. He's like, you will find much lodging.
Something appropriate.
Your men.
What is there anything you suggest that has entertainment?
Do you want to be near the king or the Prince Regent or not?
Not too close. I would like some entertainment.
He refers you to a high class brothel and an inn nearby.
Yes. I go like this. I go to him and I pull out my.
The guard gladly takes the bribe. All right, so Jonathan, you're going with the Cymri. Madeline, are you joining them?
I'm going to explore.
All right. You're going to explore the town. What are you doing, Joseph, again? I decide which of you I'm following.
Joseph? I think Joseph's going to
right?
What happened?
Not you, Alex. Sorry. Geoffrey. Sorry.
You thinking
Alex,
Geoffrey, maybe?
I'm focusing on the burials first, and then I will speak with the church, the father of the head of the church, the bishop. I imagine there'd be a bishop here. Probably not a bishop, maybe more a scribe within the someone within the church. That's I shouldn't bother the bishop so much.
Okay, so you're going by yourself?
Oh yeah, no, I mean I'm going with the two soldiers that were carrying the bodies to the church.
Okay. Roll a detection.
So we can bury the two.
Roll a detection check.
Detection. Is that intelligence?
Yes.
Okay.
If you have urban lore, anything like that, you may add a +1.
I do not. And my bonus? No. I have an 11 to find the church.
No, the detection check wasn't to find the church.
Oh shit!
Okay. You get robbed.
How
much money do you have on you?
Nice. I had 180 penny
You have nothing.
and 15 shillings.
You have no money. So as you're moving through the crowds, at one point, you're pickpocketed and you have no money.
Oh,
You don't
I
discover
hate
until
so-
hours later that you've been pickpocketed because you've completely
Well,
failed.
I imagine. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Your detection was your saving throw. 11 is lower than your saving throw, I assume. So.
Oh yeah, no, my saving throw is obscenely high.
Yeah, so.
No.
Okay. So.
Like literally, throw any saving throw at me and I'll fucking fail.
Okay, you arrive at the church, and you deposit Janet's body. You give it to them. The priests. You tell them. I assume an edited version of the story. So they're
yes. I basically I tell them the edited version of the story, and then I tell them, she is a noble, and this is her lineage, and this is her father or whatever.
The church would require a donation for this work.
Oh,
we cannot function for free. Do you have anything?
Allow me to see what I have on. And then I believe Lord Wolfenden, he will provide. Oh.
The two guards are like, they start checking their pockets too, like, okay, all right. So they're okay.
It appears someone has
and walks up to the priest and gives him a few shillings. So from Lord Wolfenden.
Forgive me.
And the priest is like, I think this will do.
Thank you. I also, if you would not mind, would like to speak to the bishop, if that's not too much to ask.
The Bishop of Lancaster is at the manor, the Prince Regent's manor. You may find him there.
Yes, but perhaps it'd be wise for me to speak. Is there a repository of clerical knowledge nearby?
There is one of your chapters is here. Yes, you may go.
Yeah.
This is a church, not one of your chapters.
I would like, if you would not mind, give me the directions to this. I am unfamiliar with such
He gives you directions to the clerical chapter house in town.
I shake the hands of the two men at arms. Take care that your possessions are not redistributed as mine were.
Are you sure you want us to leave you, Cleric?
Do you wish to come? Yes, perhaps that would be wise in the city.
So you guys head out?
Yep, I head to the chapter house.
Okay. Anything else? What do you want to do at the chapter house? I'm gonna finish with you.
I want to find knowledge on basically werewolves. I gently bring up the subject.
On shapeshifters.
On shapeshifters. Yes.
All right. You're directed to they pretty much tell you that they don't have much on that, but if you go to the Magisters to their library, you might find something there.
If there's nothing here, then let's see. I attempt to find knowledge on. If I can't find, there's nothing on werewolves, right?
Nothing on werewolves.
Nothing. Here. But the Magisters have knowledge.
May have something in the Magister, in the library.
Okay, that's what Jonathan's already doing. I'm gonna see if they have any knowledge on the Fae. In particular, something known as the Wild Hunt.
Look at Felix.
What?
I asked you to investigate. You're forgetting.
Wolves. Huh?
They tell you about the finger of Cuthbert that was delivered recently.
Oh, see, I already forgot about that. Okay, so I asked about the fucking finger. I already forgot about that.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That the finger of Cuthbert has been retrieved. And they're very happy that a saint's finger was retrieved. And that is now within chapter house, a clerical chapter house, and they're keeping it.
Saint's finger?
Cuthbert.
All right.
Finger of Cuthbert. It's a saint. It's a finger of a saint.
Okay, finger of Cuthbert.
Felix,
Finger of a saint. Yeah, I should know.
He watched The Last Kingdom. So.
Yes, I did.
Finger of Cuthbert.
No, the clerics have it. You're never gonna see it. They have it.
Yeah, no, I was just curious.
Yeah. All right. So, I attempt to get, since I'm not able to get werewolf knowledge, and the Magister's already working on knowledge of the fucking werewolf, I'm gonna try to get knowledge on the.
Of what?
I'm gonna try to get knowledge on the Fae.
On the Fae, okay.
Yes,
that'll
the
take
Fae.
you most of the day. The chapter house can give you some stuff, but that'll take you the rest of the day. So to get
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
Roll an intelligence check. Let's see how you do.
Not at all.
What'd you roll?
2.
Okay. You read so much on the Fae. You most of it you already know. That their land is called Anun. Okay, the Twilight Realm of the Fae. Just about all you got was names. The Queen is Titania, the King is Oberon.
Yeah.
All of it is more or less just confirmation of what you've already seen. You just got
the land is named Anun?
Anun.
Noon?
Anun. Anoon. Something like that.
All right.
I think it might be Anoun. Anun. But it's pronounced Anun.
King. All right.
Proper spelling. You have to look it up.
All right.
You've been to the Twilight Realm, right? You've been to Anun, so you already. All this is just confirmation. You got no new knowledge because you rolled garbage.
All right.
And it's so much that you're kind of overwhelmed a little bit. That took the rest of your day. So when you stop, it's evening, it's nighttime, and you're gonna stay at the chapter house, or you're gonna go try and find out where Lord Wolfenden got the quarters.
So I look at the two men with me, and I look at both. I'm like,
they're kind of annoyed.
You two,
they want to go party.
They're
hiding it, but
forgive
you can tell. They're not doing very well.
Gentlemen, forgive me. You may leave if you want.
Are you sure?
Are
you sure, Sir Cleric?
There is. I think we've done enough.
Okay,
Well, wait. Because I just realized it's all three of us, so I decided to go with them to Wolfenden.
Okay.
Because I was thinking going alone in the city would be bad, but no, I'm going with them.
So they go to you and they're like, oh, well, you want to go to the lodgings, right? To Lord Wolfenden.
Yes.
They
where you
and they sigh. They're like, okay, we'll take you there. they want to go party.
When they sigh, it's like, oh, if you had different intentions, you've helped me all day.
Sir Cleric,
I can
are you
rest.
sure you want to join in with the different intentions?
I'm a very reserved individual. Please enjoy the rest of your night. I will stay here.
It would have been fun, RPing. What you see. So they head out to find a brothel. And you stay at the chapter house, or you head over to where Lord Wolfenden is going to be staying?
No, I stay in the chapel house. I don't fucking walk around the city by myself at night. Fuck that.
Okay.
Y'all can have a blast.
We got another 15 minutes. Madeline.
Yes.
You decide to explore the city, right?
Okay, you said something about Wiccans, right?
Gonna get fucking pickpocketed.
Wiccans were in Alex's RP in Nottingham, on the other side of England.
Oh, okay.
Lancaster.
Okay. Well, before I start adventuring, I'm going to say this. My money pouch is deep in my corset where no one would go.
You'd be surprised.
Well, I would feel it first. And I'm also wearing my ghillie suit, so they would have to go through the ghillie suit and whatever I'm wearing and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Nice.
You'd be surprised.
Okay, so you head out. Go have
Yes.
some fun. Explore the city.
I just want to explore.
Okay. What part of town do you head towards?
Marketplace, maybe. I don't know. Just somewhere fun.
Okay. Somewhere fun.
Where there's stuff to look at.
Stuff to look at.
Okay. Stuff to look at. So as you head towards the marketplace, this is still. Tyler already lived out his entire day, so this is midday for you, maybe like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. When you head towards the marketplace, and you see ahead of you like a mob of about 72 individuals, 70-something individuals. They look like ruffians. Okay, they're heading towards a particular store, and they look ready to kick some ass. I mean, this doesn't look like fun. Are you gonna follow this mob? Or are you gonna stay near the mob? Or are you gonna avoid the mob?
I'm going to trail behind the mob at a distance.
Okay. So the mob is apparently there to get somebody, and after a few minutes, you find out that they have in front of them a young brigand, maybe like he's in his teens, in his late teens, and they're gonna hang him for robbing somebody. That's what you figured out from hearing the mob. You know, with their kill the beast shit.
Wait, what's a brigand?
A bandit. Somebody who's stealing. They caught somebody stealing. One of them's holding up a pouch of something that they found on the kid, and look, we found this on him. And the pouch looks suspiciously like the same pouch that Geoffrey had.
Oh, man. Wait a second. Let me think what my morals are right now.
That's easy. Non-existent.
Hang the thief! So they're dragging him to like the center of town to where you can see some gallows. They're gonna do some mob justice on this kid.
Okay, did they see him steal or just that he had a pouch?
Are you gonna ask somebody?
I guess I am.
Okay, so now you can use that urban.
I asked someone. Wait. I asked someone what's happening.
Okay, roll your urban lore, and I'll tell you the information you get from it.
Okay, do I do just urban lore with a D20?
1d20, add your urban lore bonus. You may also add your intelligence bonus. What was it?
A 14.
14. Okay, that's good. What was your question? Where did they find it? Yes, he was seen stealing from one of the merchants. That said merchant is at the very head of the mob. So a big fat dude who's egging everybody on. And then after they caught the kid stealing, they found a little bag. The bag was filled with Geoffrey's money.
Crap, I'm not feeling smart enough to deal with this right now. I'm trying to be clever. Okay, do I know that it's Geoffrey's pouch, money pouch, that was also...
You recognize the pouch, yes. That's Geoffrey's. You don't need to roll for that.
Okay, I go up to the front of the mob if possible.
Okay. You're able to? What do you do?
And
tell him it's a fucking cleric's
They're already
pouch.
stringing
Good
him
luck.
up. They got him up on the gallows, and they're stringing him up. The kid's crying. and the big grotesque looking merchant is like he's egging it on. There's some pretty large,
Okay.
hairy dudes at the head of this. You're not gonna be able to.
Okay. I yell out, "Wait!"
And they
and
all hear
say-
a bush yelling out, "Wait!" And they're like, "What is this?"
I remove the hood from my head so they can see it's a human.
There's a bunch of gasps.
Woman. I'm gonna get stinking hanged next. I look awful. I'm gonna look like a witch. Okay. I tell them I recognize the pouch. It's from a cleric. And
Stolen from the church.
Wait. But he was running an errand for the cleric and was meant to buy something from the merchant, but he's still learning because he's a stupid idiot and didn't have enough time to pay because he's still a stupid child.
So the crowd is looking around. The mob is looking around. You do see some soldiers in the area, like some what probably are like the local law enforcement here. They're not doing anything. They're letting the crowd do what they want. So you're trying to convince a mob to not hang a kid who they know is hanging, who you just admit stole from a clergyman, that he isn't that bad, right?
I don't know. It'd be so much easier to let the kid die, in all honesty, but
You're such a nice person, saving every life.
I know she's like
you're a hero.
She's adopted a werewolf, a dog, and now a kid. Go ahead, roll 2d6. Add your charisma bonus. You can add your urban lore too if you want. That'll be fun. You're gonna then do a minus.
okay, let me see if I have anything else good.
You're gonna do a -1 because the crowd is distrustful. You're appealing to morality, so you get a +1. So remove the -1.
Felix, do you see this?
You're making an argument contrary to law, morality, or religion. So now you got a -3.
I have a visual representation.
So 2d6 -3 plus your bonuses were already removed, so it's just a -3. Nice, Tyler.
Okay, I got a 3 and a 2.
You rolled a 5, but that's better than usual for you. Let's see.
Yes, I'm very familiar with that scene.
The crowd is basically indifferent, just like that crowd there to you. They're like they hear you and they're like they hear you and they're like and then the guy up there, the fat guy, does exactly what the French knight no, he robbed me, and then they go, and they hang the kid. So not much more you can do. He's dead. So
well, can I at least tell him where the cleric is that money pouch belongs to?
Who are you telling this to? The merchant?
Not the merchant. He can go die.
What, the thugs that hung the kid, or who? You
the police officer, people who aren't doing anything.
I don't. Well, a couple people listen to you, and then they're indifferent. They're like, oh yeah, whatever. They're just happy that the kid got hung, and they're like, so they're so proud. They got little kids on their shoulders who were laughing too when the kid got hung. And then they turn away from you, and that pouch with the money disappeared.
Yep.
So, well done. And with that,
we'll
finish the adventure.
You finally see a very, very happy fat merchant.
It's a very happy fat merchant walked away with his greasy mitts on the pouch.
Damn it! You should have tried to take the money back.
Rocky whimpers a little.
Well, you shouldn't have lost it in the first place.
Rocky whimpers a little at your side, like he's unhappy with how this thing went down, but he'll live. So now he's hungry. So his tail wags and and then he follows you into town.
There's your dog.
There's Rocky right there.
Okay.
So
There's Rocky.
that's pretty much what Rocky looks like too, but bigger. So
And gray.
yeah, great. So that's it. We're gonna end right there. It's 9:55. Everybody 1 XP. Hold on a second. I'm gonna stop the video.